Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm excited. It's been a week. I've been a little distracted, a little busy lately, as we all get, but I'm happy to be back. Hello listeners and viewers. We are SideQuest Live.
People watch this?
Yeah, people download it. Lately it's been a race between California and Oklahoma.
Nice.
So shout out to Oklahoma. So if you're listening from there,
okay,
awesome.
Oklahoma.
Right. So we do a podcast, stream. Used to do live stream on Twitch, but currently paused on live part just because of the tech. But thankfully, our local gaming store has stepped up, and Gaming Cafe, we're live on location. That's real background you hear of people and enjoying themselves out of the Games Cafe. This is Spielhaus in Toronto at Dufferin and St. Clair. It's awesome. Come down and give them your money, give them your time, give them your love, because they are good. Meanwhile, we are going to go around the table. I'm Todd, the DM, and we're joining Morally Ambiguous. This is episode, I think, 7. I might have to edit this out, but I think this is episode 7.
It's a good to be wrong.
I'm writing it, so
and it's a dual
makes it
campaign.
real.
So it's part
7.5.
morally ambiguous and part ambiguously moral. The goody two shoes side just broke out of prison, ran away on a floating boat, and then the baddie side made a deal with the devil, or a succubus / incubus, and went off to kidnap the local law. And,
Which we did.
Yeah.
Which we did.
We did. So bringing us up to speed, you were hired by the succubus, charmed by the succubus, something by the succubus, to go and get this magistrate, ran into some griffins, shortly after ran into some brigands, found out you had some common goals of going and messing with the magistrate, who is questionable at best. He's got a bad rep, and he is part of the local sect called the Eye of Pellar, which is a kind of an extreme version of Pellar worship. Yep. They're busy wrecking up the local, well, actually it's pretty much region-wide, clamping down on any religions that might get in the way, all kinds of bad stuff. It's kind of like amped up. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition, right? And then, of course, we have our players. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys to introduce yourselves and your characters. Let's go around the table.
I am Benkuhm, a barbarian here to protect these scrawny people.
I'm Gord the player. I've been here since the first episode, and I'm playing Fenris, a shadow sorcerer.
I'm Bela, and I am playing an Aasimar ranger, Gloomstalker.
Darcy. I'm playing Umbra de Seara, Plina. She's a half-drow Druid Warlock.
It's kind of a druid of the shadowfell.
Yeah, basically. That's the pitch, and that's why I'm going for the Hexblade Warlock Pact, because the Hexblade, even though you focus on the blade usually, is actually a creature of the Shadowfell. Yeah. I'm really here to keep eyes on this Fenris fellow and see what's up.
Yes, there's something strange about that Fenris with his golden eyes and haunted feature. Definitely something circling around him. There's 2 players who couldn't make it today. Good thing, because they wouldn't fit at the table. We'll have to figure that out next time.
We would have made a bigger
You guys
table.
are cozy?
Well, yeah.
So that is Archibald, who's the character, played by Jay, who is a dandy rogue. He is currently off on his own. He stole a wagon. He done stole a wagon.
I'm
but
going to show up again since.
Not just any wagon.
Just left
He
with it.
stole,
Yeah.
like, an uppity-up, high-end... someone who was on their way to an appointment with the magistrate in, like, a black lacquered carriage with 4 horses, and he slew the driver, or the guard, and scared the driver off, and clippity-cloppity'd his way out of town.
Nice.
So he is presumably still clippity-cloppity.
Clippity-cloppity.
Yeah.
And then there's Johannes, who is with you, played normally by Levi, and he is a blade bard.
College of Swords.
College of Sword bard. I'm nicknaming it blade bard.
Blade bard.
Yeah,
He's kind of an
does.
assassin.
Yeah.
Careful how far back you lean, you're probably out of frame. No, you're still there.
Probably
He's a
Just there.
badass dude.
Passionate people.
Nice. All right, and that kind of brings us up to speed. You guys
No, it doesn't.
No? Alright, take it away while I re-aim the camera.
No, that's the thing, is I don't know anything past that part. I need you to
right.
recap that. I wasn't here last session.
You've been in wolf form.
So everything you said so far, I already know, so I know we're not up to speed.
That's fair.
I have notes if you.
I mean, to be fair, we basically, from last time, what we did was we picked up where we left
I
off.
have notes.
We were starting to traverse the mountain.
To return to the
to
succubus?
return, well, to
Return to the Benkuhm.
rendezvous at the camp with Sarah.
Oh,
Sara
right,
Tellbourne
yes.
and the brigands.
Yes.
And
Because they paid you guys to get the magistrate's seal and a pardon, ideally, or a piece of writing
yeah.
to forge a pardon.
And so we just brought, the goods, the real thing. And so before we started heading out, I kind of did my, ranger thing and realized we shouldn't go this way. We'll go this way. And then we saw a shadow in the water.
Doggy paddling like crazy.
Yeah. And we decided to investigate that a little bit more.
What's that?
And it turned out to be our barbarian friend who...
In particular, your barbarian
My
friend.
barbarian
so
friend.
Darmita was
sent by
babysitter.
Sarah
Sent by
to
Sarah.
keep an eye on them while they did this job to collect the stuff for the pardon.
And I was insurance.
And
on
you were the insurance that I didn't.
You were the cavalry,
God.
but you were
Yeah.
still trying to figure out what that means.
When Benkuhm gets orders, he just goes.
Yeah.
He doesn't ask any more
Wait, you were
information.
supposed to bring
We rescued him.
Nearly the
First.
fastest character death in this campaign.
Nearly, yeah. We did rescue him though. And
Oh, the waterfall
we started
right
off on our travels to come upon a
So wait, you were
stone
doggy paddling?
giant.
What?
So you
How
guys
did-
remember you guys got away in the boat
Yeah.
from the magistrate's house.
You followed us?
Uh-huh.
He doggy paddled down the river.
He saw us go
'Cause
in, and so he just started
like,
swimming
"Gotta go."
after us.
Yeah.
Alright, sure.
Again, he's
I'm actually.
you're pretty intelligent.
My
for a
dump
Goliath.
stat was charisma.
I mean, swimming would be faster than running, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he followed, almost died, got rescued,
Yeah, we did.
and
And then we.
you started traversing through the mountains.
Mountain.
At which point you did see something that might be of interest to Darcy as you looked down and saw. I believe it was you saw something very strange.
Yes!
Falling out of the
Yes!
cliff
A boat.
face.
We saw a boat come flying out of the side.
Unfolding
of
as it
a
falls from 40 feet
building.
whole,
And
And
around
then
the cliff.
people jumping in. It was the weirdest thing. But hey, they weren't bothering us, so we just kept on our merry
Plus
way.
they were a good, 80 feet that way.
Yeah.
Great. That's good.
Yeah, so then we continued on, and our barbarian friend came across a stone giant who looked like they were investigating something on the ground.
And they were just hanging out, huh?
They were just
No, he
hanging,
was
chilling
hanging.
out, and so
Looking at
he
his
went
sword.
up.
Squatting.
He
Sure,
went
yeah.
up
I'm just so
talk
not
to
used to
him,
seeing stone
'cause,
giants just walking
you know,
around. So
Yeah.
He speaks
Still
stone
there.
I
giant
already
or
did.
giant.
Benkuhm
And the next thing
approached.
we knew,
He
he
saw
attacked a dude who was
A
taking a
weakened
dump.
target, and he took his life.
Yeah.
It was a pretty epic battle, actually. You should definitely watch that back when
It was-
it's
I will.
It was
don't worry.
effing hilarious.
It was
Golden
pretty funny.
Eyes saved me.
Oh yeah,
as well
golden.
as
You got all the
my friend
describe
Darmita.
this is
Yeah.
nice.
That weakling Johannes did nothing.
There was one of these.
Yes,
There was a one of these
What does that mean?
that took out the first giant.
Almost like shadows, like
shadow
shadow
wolf.
puppeting,
Uh-huh.
making the form of a wolf's head, clamping
Yeah.
on over one of the stone giants. Light.
It was
It's
Blight?
basically like
Okay,
this.
that was my guess, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, basically.
And then the
Fireball.
second time, see, we did our job.
Another giant came
weakening
along
them.
wondering what all the fuss
And
was.
then Golden Eyes here came in for the kills both times and fireballed the second one, and our friend.
Hey,
So
we were
this-
the aggressors, right? That's
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
totally.
okay. Yeah, just
Totally, we were
making
the
sure.
aggressors.
I was the aggressor.
But the best part was, so the one had knocked him off mouth
30 feet tall.
area, and he's
66
kind of looking
tall.
over, going, ha ha ha.
Thanks, Tom.
Drops
This
a
guy
stone on you at the same time.
kills him.
Uh-huh.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He was
Oh, he
holding
blew
the-
up his head.
He blew up his head, and his body,
yeah.
because he was
Fell on
already
me
leaning
with the
forward,
boulder.
came flying over and went boom.
And I had 7 HP left.
Darmita's convinced that her rushing
I
it
took
touches
Oh,
the
I know.
Benkuhm.
I know that I rescued him. I am so strong, and I am so skilled in the healing thing that if it hadn't been for me, my buddy would have been gone.
And you're friends because you know each other from being brigands, right?
Yeah.
Apparently I got ranger hate.
If we're currently eating breakfast, Benkuhm has like a bowl of gruel and is just staring at the wolf turned human, just going like, "You are a wolf."
So, same thing except it's dinner gruel.
It's dinner gruel.
Yeah.
So we're
as
having
you're-
dinner.
You make your way to the
As a
camp.
Human
Yeah.
is weird.
You've got the magistrate. Sarah's a bit angry that you brought him along, but she pays you anyway because you convince her, and you're about to convince the magistrate that he has to, on pain of death, write a pardon for her. When Benkuhm discovers he kind of flops around at a smack or something,
Pulled him by a scruff.
and his hair kind of, and so Benkuhm's like, toupee.
He had
Does
a
that mean
toupee
I
of
have a hat of
disguise.
disguise?
It does mean
I
Benkuhm
haven't.
now has his hat of disguise.
Benkuhm was wearing it, and the disguise is he now has a headband.
Well, it's gonna. Right now, it's a toupee still.
Oh, it's still.
Actually, it's a hat. It's a
Okay,
frumply
okay.
hat. But
So
once
I
you
can't-
attune,
Oh.
half hour.
I still am calling it a toupee of
Of
disguise,
course,
though.
that's
Because
not-
that's funnier.
So you pull a toupee
So
off
you
his
pull
head.
the toupee off his head, and he largely stays the same, except now some of his girth is actually strapped to his body, leathery, bat-like wings, and his skin, instead of being the pale paper tallow kind of look, it is now deep red,
Okay.
and his eyes are black,
Right.
with brilliant yellowish red.
So why should we not
Eyes.
assume that they're a tiefling? This is just
Um,
something I have a problem with 5e. This is I realize that it's fine.
So
but
because
Very
so
quickly you
there
realize
I did
he is
a
not.
check,
his
Yep.
wings for one thing. But
and
yeah.
he is actually
You cast
so,
the primeval awareness.
No, but no, I
She's
don't think I
Fiend.
cast it, but I have Fiend as my favorite enemy, and
so
so when
she
he was
recognizes-
describing him, I was like, oh, that sounds way too close, and so I did a check, and I succeeded, and
Cool.
yes, I know
I think
for a
like
fact
you rolled like a
He
natural
is
20 or something like that.
Cambion,
Right.
disguised
Yeah.
as a human,
Okay, so a
a
devil.
demon, usually an offspring of a demon and a human.
Oh,
Usually pretty nasty piece of work.
Right.
nice.
Did we didn't get any.
And
nope.
at that point, I believe he said something schmarmy like, "Well, I guess we need to have a conversation."
Yeah, I think we need to
I think we
kill
need to
your
go back.
ass.
Yep.
Something like
I
that.
believe was my part of the conversation.
Yeah.
Your
All right.
ass needs to die.
Johannes is swords out with all this, but he is imposing himself between anyone who is threatening.
I'm still holding him.
Yeah,
I like
anyone who is threatening. He's got a sword at your throat and a sword
And
towards
at mine.
you.
that. Oh, he's a sword in my throat.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, he's just like,
Oh
So
yeah.
I
you're not
switch-
going to hurt
I'll
him.
s-
He's worth a lot
I'll
to
switch
me.
my grip to just like a sideways, and I'll be like, I could snap his neck if I really wanted to, but I won't. Now pull that sword away from my throat. Weak fighter.
Do a persuasion check.
This sounds
Cool.
really quiet too. I don't know, but I imagine it would be hard for them like to pick up. Just something to think about.
It's tough to carry the.
Yeah, no, I get
Growly?
it.
The
Yeah.
growl.
I have the second mic here just in case, but
Intimidate?
Oh.
Or
Just something to
persuasion?
think about, because yeah.
Intimidate or persuasion, you said?
either actually.
Okay, intimidate is +2. So.
Yeah. You can base it off strength instead of
Ooh,
charisma.
that's a
if you like.
6.
When you if
All
you
right.
see her,
Off
can you
strength?
call
That's
her
a 7.
Because I
He,
do need.
he looks at you.
Okay.
He lowers it
Oh,
a
you
bit,
don't
but
have to get
keeps it
up.
out.
Alright.
And he keeps it up at you, who are glaring at this red-skinned magistrate Cambion.
Yeah.
He's still got half a gag in his mouth. He's been chewing on it. You've been in wolf form most of the time.
I hear I've been cheating the whole session, so that's fun.
Now, the interesting thing is, you're actually not wolf form right now, but you are very distracted. You do see, just before all this went down,
6, I rolled a 7.
you see at this time of night, You shouldn't see a sparrow,
Yeah, that's
but you
weird.
see one hopping from foot to foot and glancing in your direction. But it's looking nervously at all the people. And then all this goes down.
Great. Yeah.
It's kind of around the campfire light, just on the edge of the trees, flickering.
What sort of distance are we looking for?
It's probably a good 20 feet, kind of up and diagonal in one of the trees, kind of.
My
Definitely
awesome
get to
11
below it and have
passive
it come
can
down
pick
on
that
it.
up.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, okay.
So while this is going on, you make a
Passive
casual
14.
stroll.
Yeah.
And
I mean, if it didn't break out before, why would it now? Just because it's not disguised, right? That doesn't make any sense.
yeah, so it comes down and lands on your shoulder and kind of pecks at you and starts relaying a message, which we will come back to in a moment.
Cool. Yeah,
Okay.
it's off screen.
So I think like after this quick exchange, I'm going to interject myself and say, listen,
course.
we need him alive. We plan to trade him for 2 innocent villagers. If you kill him, those 2 innocent villagers will die.
Who
What's
kills
in
him?
it for
Who are you?
me?
Okay.
Sarah looks at everyone and says, "All right now, there's no need for bloodshed at the moment.
I like
We
to
have him in our power.
put him down.
Bind him
Pull out some rope.
carefully." He's already bound, but you double bind
Yeah, I
him.
double blind him. They say it's best when you double blind test, right? So
Yeah.
Do a Arcana check. Anyone who's proficient.
Nope.
Not
Benkuhm looks
paying
really
attention,
good.
so I won't.
That's fair. Are you proficient?
I am not. So I will just.
All right.
It
I will
seems like something I
buy.
might. Yeah, I am proficient actually.
Okay, make an Arcana.
No, I'm not paying attention, right? I'm over with my.
All right. Okay.
Gotta be getting 22.
Ooh,
22.
yeah.
You know that besides just being the offspring of demons and humans,
Yeah.
Cambians have innate spellcasting ability.
Uh-huh.
You also know that they are,
I
well,
didn't
with
get-
that roll,
I didn't
you
get
know they're
one.
pretty resistant to lots of different types of elemental effects, fire, cold, that
Yep.
sort of thing.
Yeah, resistant.
And they are cunning and they are dangerous. In particular, with the 22, you know that they are able to alter their own shape.
Mm-hmm.
They can sometimes short-term hypnotize people, and there have been rumors that they can just disappear.
Right.
Yeah.
Besides
Kim-
binding him,
Kim-
gag him, and
Blind him.
put something over his eyes so he can't see.
So yeah, I'll do that.
I still have my.
I have silk rope if that's stronger.
What weapon do I
lighter.
have
It's lighter,
trained
so
on
strength,
him?
yeah.
I'll do hemp rope.
I will use my short sword.
If you have chains or manacles, those have a higher DC. Mechanical.
I did have a manacle.
I
but
do not.
He is actually manacled.
He is manacled.
I'm
yeah,
pretty
that's what I
sure he
thought.
is.
My manacles are on him.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
right.
did that
The
before we
loner
left.
Yeah.
The
His
loner
house.
from Henrietta.
Yeah, and they're the ones I tried to
Yeah.
put on.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Like
are the
your
ones.
mithril shirt. So, Sarah's looking at you all and says, "So, what are we to do with this monstrosity?"
I think we should speak away from said monstrosity if you want to develop a plan.
To which Sarah calmly looks at you and says, "Check out the big brain on Brad!" No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
No, it's just funny because I'm like doing this and I'm like, I think he can hear you.
Yeah, that's fair. Who wants? Johannes says, "I'm not leaving his side.
I'll
Go speak, and
I'll
I'll just make
speak.
sure nothing happens."
I was saying, yeah, me and Johannes will just stay.
All right, I'll speak with Sarah.
All right.
I'll go speak with
Sarah
Sarah.
walks off a little ways into the brush.
I will return whenever I'm done with my conversation. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
You can
let's
tell me
deal
when
with
I'm
this
back
a
in.
little bit, and we'll come back to you.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. I just, I don't want to.
Well, the fact that the magistrate is a Cambion doesn't change anything. He comes with us, and we intend to complete our deal.
You've complicated my life, you know.
Oh? How so?
Well, let's just say that that magistrate happens to know me, happens to be involved in my plans, and if he turns up dead or in any way wise to my plan, I will have a harder time accomplishing my goals. So this better be worth it.
Like I said, we're trading him for 2 villagers.
dirt farmers? Why is it always dirt farms? Alright, it just bumps up the speed of things. I'll tell you what. I don't want anything else to go wrong. So I'm sending some people with you.
I'm going.
She gives you a look.
I'm making sure that,
She gives you a little nod.
yeah, this guy,
Alright.
I'm fine with your plan. Because you've assured me that he is going to be deceased.
Well, I've assured you that we're handing him over to a succubus.
I asked, and you said that he was going to die a horrible death. So, there is no good reason to keep this creature alive. So, I am going to ensure that happens. One way or the other.
I would like to find out a bit more from him before he is out of my grasp.
That's fine. And
Perhaps.
he owes you a pardon.
Exactly. Alright. For
Listen,
now he lives.
I'm fine with having some people come with us. But so long as we don't come at odds. Like I said, we just want to take him, hand him over, rescue those villagers, done.
Alright. Confer with your people, make sure it's alright. A few seconds later, she gives Darmita a look and calls you over and says, keep an eye on them.
I will.
If we need to, we can have Benkuhm keep eyes,
I will.
keep track of this thing, and we can always go back later and destroy it.
Okay.
I have no beef with the succubus. She's not someone I wish to tangle with.
Nor I,
But these fiendish creatures do seem to be afoot of late.
Well, I was hoping Benkuhm could actually come with.
Sure.
I think he would prove useful. I
Alright.
know that they have their manpower, but I'd like to have my own backup. Just in case.
Double the watch tonight.
Alright.
The Sparrow, back with Umbra
Did we?
Seara.
Umbra de Seara.
Umbra de Seara. What?
Umbra de Seara.
Umbra de Seara. Back with her, the Sparrow, kind of skipping back and forth on your, looks up at you eagerly, having been recognized, and looks up at you and quietly whispers, "Safe to talk?
Go ahead.
The mother, your aunt wishes you to check in person soon. News. News from far.
Do you have the time on what is soon?
She is traveling. I know it's only supposed to be 25 words. We're playing fast and loose with the rules.
Yeah, I know, we're having a conversation.
It's a conversation
completely
with a
wrong.
sparrow.
Well, it's a pretty
Fast
fast.
and loose.
All
right, so.
It's a powerful
Different
cast.
sparrow. Exactly.
So they do whatever you want.
She is on her way.
Just a reminder.
She's
though,
on
for
her
the
way.
three of us
Where should they
from
meet her?
last time,
High
we do
peak.
have a point of exhaustion still.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, we got
That's going to be a heck of a climb for you, by the
Why
way.
else I'm going to
Yeah.
sleep.
But your aunt,
Well,
that's okay.
Sure.
Your aunt is a pretty high, powerful druid.
Cool. I'll have to name her.
You can name her unless the internet wants to. And
Yeah. Good luck. Come on.
Yeah.
Get on my level, internet.
Yeah, Umbra de Seara de Gluma de something to something to
Umbra de
something.
Seara.
We still don't know if the internet can even say your name, so
True.
Yeah. So,
there's still a
Absolutely.
contest for that.
you now have a bit of marching orders. Word from your. Oh, and she does say, "Bring word of the golden."
Always.
All right, so it flutters back to the tree, slams into a little branch, kind of corrects its course. It is not a night flyer, but it did the best it could.
Yeah. Usually we use bats and owls for that reason, but whatever.
Well, in Shadowfell, but it had to fly during the day to
branch.
find you.
Right.
All right.
Owls would work. Owls, right? Owls. Alright, not just for Harry Potter anymore. Alright, back at the group, what do you guys want to do? You come back and
You come back
everybody's
after-
kind of quiet and tense around the fire. The magistrate gagged and under guard.
I would say after you come back, like speaking to Sarah, and I don't really know what you said. Benkuhm is just kind of like nudging the fat body of this character with his foot and just saying quietly, "Boat, boat, boat. I'm in a boat. Boat, boat." Every single, like kind of timing with the kicks, and he looks up and says, "Oh, Darmita. Hello."
Sarah wants us to double the efforts tonight in watching
I am
him.
sure I can watch him.
But,
Doubly
well-
is hard.
We need to...
Benkuhm's eyes cross.
I start looking at the body while I talk to.
We do need to get some rest, though.
How will I
That-
sleep if I cannot double the intensity of my vision?
Hoot comes walking up. He's like, "Hello. Someone said I was supposed to help the guard. Oh, hey Benkuhm, how's it
Don't
going?"
you know who that is? Darmita, who is that?
You do know him.
It's Hoot.
It's Hoot. When I do not see
He
somebody,
kind of waves a hand in front of you.
the voice is
Ow.
hard to discern.
You don't. I'm the only Marquesian in camp. You
Hoot.
can't tell by my accent.
Hoot, I cannot leave. I am under strict orders to double my watch.
Okay, I'm getting drinks. He goes off to get a drink and then come back.
Good.
He offers you a mug.
You can leave.
Okay.
It's just we're gonna have to, get some rest and then come back.
So I do not have to look at the body doubly.
No, no.
Okay,
20 minutes and some shadow
All right.
puppets later.
Oh, Hoot! You are here.
Hey, here's your drink.
Thank you. Can you watch this body double?
I've never seen a body double.
I do not get it, but I'm going to
No,
bed.
no, he slaps you on the arm and he then shakes his hand like he just hurt his hand.
What time is it? It's still pretty early in the evening.
You guys
right?
got there pretty much around nightfall.
Okay.
So it's still fairly early. So it's,
like
it's
dinner
probably
time?
around 9, maybe 10.
Johannes, Sarah. I spoke with Sarah, and we have an agreement. They won't harm the Cambion that was disguised as a magistrate, but we will have a small escort with us when we make the exchange.
Seems reasonable.
Johannes is like, if they try to harm... that's not him at all. If they try to harm him, I'm going to kill them. That's much more likely. All right.
Okay.
Lido comes walking up. Hey, you guys again. Here. And he offers up like a pipe.
Is that the gnome?
Yeah.
I actually walked back to Sarah when like things start to settle down, and you can what you said back there, that we disturbed your plans. You want a pardon.
Yes.
Are you trying to have someone free from the Eye of Pelor?
Roll persuasion with advantage because of your goddamn feet. I know it mechanically isn't. She's just more inclined to trust you because of it.
Yeah.
Nice.
24.
Beats her 7.
Yeah.
She looks at you and just the tension melts away from her shoulders and she says, "Look, I may have grown up around here, but I tried to get the hell out of here. The only reason I'm back is because that fat bastard and his friends locked up my father. My father and I might have had some disagreements, but he's a good man, and he doesn't deserve to rot in a bloody cell."
What's your father's name?
It
High Meister Tellbourne.
Taylor.
Tellbourne.
Oh yeah, her name's Tellbourne.
Meister Tellbourne. At one point, I believe they stripped him of his title, threatened him within an inch of his life, and locked him in a faraway dungeon. Apparently, this Eye of Pelor don't like people who disagree with them from within. My father is a good man, a follower of Pelor, and a right pain in the ass. But I owe him, and I plan to get him out.
Right. Well, when we're done this exchange, perhaps we can do business again.
Perhaps. No offense, Fenris. But if rumors are true, and if you are who I think you might be, let's just say you'll have a few other issues going on than to look after one old man. But I do appreciate the offer. I did mention I'm wanted, and that you're wanted, and you have a price on your head.
Oh, do I?
However, I don't know if you got the recent news of it doubling.
Oh shit.
You're worth more than I am, old man. She's like 38 or something, and you're like 18.
Yeah.
And she claps you on the shoulder.
Huh. Well, we'll see how much I can raise that price.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Forgive me if this is too forward, but if I remember correctly, people who were hiding you were... I'm just curious. What was it that brought the eye of Bela down upon you in such fury?
My parents revered the old ways, and many of the small folk do as well. And for that, and that they were different, they were accosted, and as far as I remember, killed before my eyes because they were different, and they felt different with their ways and what they worshipped, but they didn't do any harm as far as I know. They loved me, and that is why I do not like the Eye of Pelor. I've been hiding them from them for years, and recently it's the first time that I've decided to stand up to them. I'm not taking any more. And that's also why I'm helping recover these two small folk, because their kin did me a kindness.
Alright. Thank you. I thought I'd heard something about that. But it's good to know more of the story. Now, we best get some rest. We have a busy day tomorrow.
Right.
I mean, do what you want, but I'm going to bed.
Me too.
She goes off, finds her tent.
And our prisoner is securely being girded,
Yep.
that we can take a rest.
Absolutely.
Because we had a
Zian-
long trek.
Yeah, you guys are pretty tired.
Yeah.
Zian comes up and offers you a mug of ale, sits down next to you. He was the, I believe, half-elf?
Yeah.
Who was pretty friendly with you.
He's not the one who had the griffin egg and dropped it, is he?
No, that was Hoot.
That was who?
Wait, that was who?
That was Hoot.
I don't think so, but okay.
Yeah.
No, it was
It was
Okay,
Hoot.
sure, yeah.
But Zian was a bit more as confident and bravado as Hoot projects. Zian seems to be pretty legit. He seems capable, steadfast, and
Because the guy who dropped
generally
the egg
friendly.
was at least half elf. I know that. You
Uh,
might have retconned it last episode while I
no, I
wasn't
think
here.
Hoot is also half elf.
Okay, then that makes sense.
Yeah.
Not everyone here is half elf. Sarah's human, but there are several different races represented here.
Yeah, that's why when I first met
There's
Sarah,
ogre,
I asked if Sarah
yeah,
was
gobble,
elf,
orc.
even though she wasn't.
Gobbles,
elf.
Bela, Hoot, the Nest
doesn't
Thieves.
speak elf.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
Which makes sense because she's with a lot of half elves.
Yeah.
Cool, okay.
And there's a little gnome named Lito. So he's kind of
Yes.
cozying up to you and just being like, so
I'll let him.
so
You know, I'm
how'd it
bored.
go in town?
Meh. Not exactly as planned, but
Well, when
whatever
does
it
it ever?
does. Yeah.
Cheers to
So,
that.
Best laid plans, man. But we got what Sarah needed, and They did all right.
The new people?
Yeah. You know.
Is what Benkuhm was saying? You ran into giants.
Oh, yeah.
I know
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff gets on the ridge
He
this time of
totally
year.
got
But...
the jump.
Oh, I don't know
on
why
a-
he's British. I'm sorry. He's not supposed to be British.
He got the jump on a giant taking a dump.
Taking a dump!
He's very proud of that.
And what's that? He looks at the geoid.
Yeah. My
Actually,
half of the geo.
You have a half geoid.
We both
and
do.
You have a half geoid. And you got a giant.
I got a giant turd.
Yeah, I remember
Which
that.
I left. It's gone.
But last session you wrote it into your. I saw you write it into your
Inventory.
So
No.
Wait, let me.
I
ask
can
you to
tell
do a
you it
nature
is
check,
not in
please.
my inventory.
Can you do a nature check, please?
Oh, fine.
see if your residue.
See if you recognize it for what it is.
I thought I recognized it right then and there. As I was digging through
Yeah,
it.
it's something
Yeah,
to make fun of you
she
at the
did.
moment. So,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
you're no longer carrying the
Because remember, as I was digging through, you're like, roll.
Yeah.
And I did. I
and you're
did.
like, oh,
Yeah.
that's not gold.
Found the boulders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys, anything else you want to do as your spend
I want
the
to have
night?
a scene with Benkuhm.
Sure.
I don't know
Yeah.
how long that scene's going to be, but
Take your time.
Is it raining outside?
I mean, we are outside.
The wind's picked up.
Oh no! I was just saying because if it's raining, I would
Yes,
be.
it started to rain.
I would be sitting outside.
It's a cold autumn rain.
Yeah, I'm definitely sitting outside, like somewhere
Enjoying
away
it.
from the mess tent. Like I have like a cold bowl of whatever there was.
There's some
Sure,
lean-tos kind of up against things. It's the camp designed to basically fold down as quickly as possible,
Right.
And be quite disguisable.
Yeah.
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 Nice.
But he's sitting on his own.
Cool. Yeah. So Sarah will approach Benkuhm. Benkuhm, was it? We haven't really been properly introduced.
You are the wolf.
Yes, I suppose I am. Thank you. And I don't know if you've gotten like a human description. Human. She's half elf. But like she.
Humanoid.
Yeah, she's got like dark but low, like desaturated skin, white hair. She wears like a black dress, probably like a leather belt with all the like adventuring stuff,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
very like she doesn't carry a
Simple
weapon,
garb.
she doesn't wear armor, and the top of the dress goes into this like wolf head that is the hood, and it comes down over her eyes. She doesn't really show her eyes very often.
You can see them peeking out from underneath the hood.
Probably.
In the firelight.
Yeah. I don't even know what her eyes look like. I never thought about it because I just never drew them. I was just like, nope, not showing her
We
eyes.
know what mine are.
Do we?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You drew them.
Oh, that's true.
Remember?
Darmita.
Yeah.
Darmita is a Asimar, right?
Yes, but they don't.
I don't think any of us
that
know that.
yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Benkuhm knows that because he's
You know.
seen me. Yeah, but
He still just thinks maybe you get really angry sometimes, like he does.
Sure. Yeah.
And then
that
it
makes sense.
And then it works out in your favor.
He spends a while being like, why can't I make wings drop out of my back?
Yeah.
but they have not seen that
No,
yet.
they
Yeah.
haven't.
Yeah.
Says, it is cold tonight. Not as cold as the mountain.
Yes, you are one of the mountain people, Goliath, correct? Is
Yes.
what they call you?
A Goliath.
Why are you so far from your people? Were you left behind?
I used to sail. I was a shipwright during my time. And
That seems like a rare trade. Is it not?
it is quite far from here, on a place on Todd's map that is relevant.
You've sailed. If
To a
you've been
point.
sailing, you definitely would have gone along the Menagerie coast and up the coast of the Empire, trading back and forth.
This
After
is-
the war,
Were you the
kind of
captain of your own ship?
Oh yes, is this Tellbourne?
settled. It is loosely
Okay.
based on Tellbourne.
The,
Not a little pocket of it.
Menagerie Coast, I was a good sailor, never a pirate, until I owed someone a favor and was caught and jailed. But I didn't go to jail because of the piracy. I went to jail because I choked him. I choked the essence of his life away. And as he faded, the guards pulled me back. And I was stuck for years. And now I'm here. Sara has taken me in. And I have made friends with Darmita. But nobody else.
Can you do me a favor, Benkuhm, and roll either... Unless you're you're sailor background. I'm going to get you to do an intelligence check, or a nature check, or a history check. Your choice.
Plus...
Or survival, even.
Plus...
Any of those.
1. 13.
13.
I know these lands very well.
As a side note, you spent a fair bit of time in a prison before finding your way out, and Sara has definitely asked you to draw it, asked you to talk about it at length, and so on.
I always memorize my surroundings. There's a tree over there.
So about this tallest mountain thing that I was told to climb to,
Yeah.
how is that relative to where we will be going, the mountain chapel?
Technically,
Or whatever.
Okay, I'll dig up my map. Someday I'll make it
you
not
can
on line
just say
paper.
things, but whatever.
No, it's good, it's good. So, essentially, as you continue further north from where you are, the river runs downhill through major rapids and waterfalls past what's called the Mirewood, which is where you are now.
Right.
Down the Rattleback Pass between two mountain ranges. The mountain range off to the west, yeah, I just did the never eat shred wheat thing in my head, is definitely taller, and there's a big peak over there, probably several days climb, as I draw it on the map for you. But it's probably a good week worth of travel.
And it's is it? You probably said this, and I just missed it. Is it in line with where we are going, or is it opposite to?
You are
I'm
actually
gonna have to
going
leave and
north.
go off on my own.
You are going north, past where the ridge of the succubus is, or up to that ridge.
Right.
So it is technically on the way there. Your fastest way to where you want to go would be, go ahead and roll a nature check, see how well you know the area.
Sure. I think
Or survival.
Survival's plus 5 for me. I know that one. Where's my d20? There it is. That is pretty good.
21.
21. You're correct.
All right, so I don't know, is that bad form for a DM to call the number? So yeah, you got a
Alright,
pretty
so-
good idea of where you are. If you keep going north, you're gonna go straight north. It'll go through lots of mountain passes. That'll slow you down. But if you go down as far as the Rattleback Pass, about halfway along the Rattleback Pass, which is river run, and then branch off to the northwest. At about 2/3 of the way, you'll find your way to the mountain a lot easier.
Okay. Cool.
So it's north for a day to the succubus, maybe a little less, and then maybe another 2 or 3 days along the Rattleback Pass, and then a couple days across country on the mountains.
Okay. Cool. When we are done with this succubus business, I might have use for you as a guide of sorts.
Where would you like to go?
The highest peak in the region. You know mountains.
I know mountains.
We could do business. We should talk later.
Which mountain are you suggesting?
They have names, and I can give a name.
Let's call it. Should we have the internet name our mountain?
For now, it'll be
Mountain.
Mountain A.
Mountain Us.
Mountain Us. I like it. Mount.
Can't believe I get to name shitty names now.
That's good.
You are not talking about.
Can I
Mountain Us.
modify it ever so slightly?
I
Mount.
really totally.
It's Mount Us.
Mount
Mount Us.
Mount Us. Yep,
Right.
that sounds about right.
Wait, is it Mount us?
Mount
Mount
Us.
Mountus.
Mount.
Or is it
Mountain.
Mount us?
It's Mount Us.
Okay.
Oh,
attempting
semantics.
It's the
to go
short form
to-
for a long name.
Are you attempting to go to Momentus?
I believe it is called Mount Us.
I believe it's called Boating with Boat Boys.
Well, if I were to be a prick about it, I believe it's called Mount Us. But, of course, I was making a colloquial adjustment to my language. Ugh.
20 minutes later with shadow puppets.
I turn to a tree, and I lament.
Yeah. Either way, I trust you know the region better than I. At least when it comes to the mountains. But yeah, mountains.
When we get there, you will figure out just how confident Benkuhm is with mountains.
I gotta love a nice
And
backstory.
they never saw them again.
Oh my god!
Alright guys, we're gonna switch campaigns.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, I'm all about just being like, and then these people go off, and there's a new thread, and then
Branching.
this, yeah.
You're going to make my head explode. That's what you're doing.
That's the plan. Yep.
Just this vein.
It is the
All
slowest
over the
form of
table.
murder.
Aneurysm.
I'll take like the darkest night watch.
Of course you will.
Other than that, I am getting a long rest.
So will I. Like, I'm fine with that.
I'll take
go
the first
with you.
watch and then go to bed after.
All right.
I'm keeping an eye
At
on
one
you.
point, you can see.
For doubling watch, I might
Fenris.
like watch. They probably are gonna want like brigands with you.
Yeah,
so
they're gonna
I
split
won't watch with them.
Each of us can take like a
Yeah.
2-hour
Yeah.
part
Each of us will
the
take us a walk.
Along with Fenris's watch, you, the only thing of note. Actually, do a perception check for me.
Should we all? We are all taking different watches.
Yeah,
Sure.
no,
Go
I
ahead and do a
probably would
perception
be
check
with
for me.
Fenris this time.
We'll see how it goes.
I think he's alone. Does he get advantage because brigands are helping him?
I'm gonna spend a luck point.
Your brigand.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
are.
actually, the brigands are helping. That's an assist. Sure.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Unless they do their own.
No.
Damn it. Now I'm spending a luck point.
Double force.
Now I'm spending a luck point.
Oh man.
13.
Damn.
13.
Oh, that's still pretty good. Though.
The night is pretty quiet. Lido definitely outdrinks almost everyone there. Even when your shift is over, Lido gives you fresh pints and mugs. And
I actually,
and he's still.
I actually turned them down.
Oh, you did. Okay,
To
I'm making
Lido.
assumptions.
No. I mean, when Lido, it seems suspicious to me. I know I might know Lido.
You know Lido,
but I also
he's
just,
the camp drunk.
Of course,
He's essentially.
that makes more sense to me. Yeah, Lido. I don't really like Lido that much.
Yeah, we don't really know why he's here. He doesn't seem to do anything. There's probably a reason, but
Yes.
we don't know yet.
Let me tell you about
Strangled a chicken.
What about chickens?
He strangled a chicken.
It was very impressive.
It's okay. I choke a chicken. He slaps your arm and then goes.
It was not a euphemism.
Yes, it was.
Oh my.
So anyway, 13. What would you get on perception? You have advantage because of assist from Sarah's people.
Yeah.
Sorry, I did name Sarah before this Sarah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
15.
did.
She wasn't introed yet, but she might have been named.
She was named.
15.
I guess so. You want?
And actually, I named her back when we had.
Actually, you did
Way
because
back
I
then.
have her
Yeah.
on here as Ty the Lie's daughter.
Yeah.
That was back when.
And
I don't mind. I
Sarah
don't even think of
Tellbourne,
Sarah as
Ty's
Sarah. I think
daughter.
of Sarah as Umbra to Sarah. So
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
irrelevant to me.
And she frequents the Fallen Tree Tavern.
Notes from other games.
Thanks, I'd forgotten that.
Yeah, I think that's where we were supposed to like find her.
Yep. To pass on a note. So yeah, I got a 15.
15. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, what'd you get? Are you taking a turn?
Sure. Yeah, I got a 10.
10. What'd you get? You have advantage.
21.
I rolled a 10.
21.
21.
All right. So on yours, nothing seems to. Fenris's. Nothing seems to happen.
We're on the same one.
Oh, you're on the same one.
Yeah, heard me.
Okay.
Oh, are we?
I thought you said we were.
No,
I
think
thought we were
spacing
going
out.
to be, but then it made more sense because
okay,
of
sure.
the brigadiers that
Sure,
or
all right,
the
okay.
brigadiers that
So
were
on
doing it
yours,
different.
it
Yeah.
passes quietly in the night, no problem. You had the first watch, and you were busy watching, and you actually spot the magistrate kind of sitting there, his shoulders kind of slumping, like he's crying, and then you take a closer look, and you're like, cries need tears.
Is he moving something?
It looks like he's trying to wiggle close to his left boot,
So
in
I'll
a subtle kind of like scratching,
yeah, like
reaching kind of way.
you know, it's going down. So he's still closed.
Yep.
Oh, I go over to him, and I see that this will be apparent on your guys' watch, and I take off his boots. And actually, in fact, I
Both
pull.
boots or just one boot?
No, what I do now is I pull off the boots and then I slip like the actual hog tie so his foot gets caught. Take off the next boot, put the next hog tie on, pull it tight so he actually is up.
Yeah, hog
As
ties.
if he's like struggling.
Always
Yeah.
hog tie.
And then I take.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he grabbed a knife. He's trying to grab. a knife.
Yeah, a kind of Chris-style bladed
Yeah.
dagger was in his left boot.
So I take that
Smaller.
crystal dagger and I like kind of spin it on the tip on his forehead, and then I strip his pant from the side. Strip his pant
With
from
his
the
own
side,
dagger.
With his own dagger, like off the side, shear the things off, so he is now topless and only in skivvies. And then I pat down the rest. He's now bootless, sockless, pantsless, shirtless. I've never thought I would have to specify that, but you guys seem to really value this person.
No.
So
as you're going, he did
I like
have a kind of necklace underneath his underneath his
yeah,
clothes.
I would yank that from his neck. I'd be like, some devil arrangement.
It is some kind of color-based iconography. If you know
okay.
religion, you
I don't know. I pull
Then
this
it
out.
just
and
looks
I-
like a sunburst
be like,
with a little shade
cool
in it.
gold necklace. I pull it off.
Yeah.
So you've got that now.
It's just
Eye
like
of
a-
Color
okay.
amulet.
I actually hold the thing that I've kind of attuned to during the first half
Yeah.
of my watch, and I pull out the headband, and I'm like, so if I put this on, I could look like anything? Says wait, and I put it on, and then I change the color of the headband to my skin color,
Nice.
and then I just like, nice. What do I look like? Awesome. I go back to the other
And
side.
you have a dagger.
love Benkuhm.
Oh, a crystal dagger.
No, it's Chris, meaning the wiggly blade.
Oh, the spinning. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Kind of ceremonial, but it is actually well made.
If I might take the thing, if you come in next,
Yeah.
possibly be like, golden eyes. This looks more your speed. And I hold out and I kind of draw my wrist a little bit and hold this Eye of Pelor golden kind of chain, and I drop it in your palm.
I'll take a look at it because I have another something else.
You do. I'm trying to remember if you had the old one or the new one.
I have the feminine one, the holy symbol of Pelor,
Right.
the feminine one.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is different. This one is a little bit of a smaller version than the ones you've seen other Eye of Pelor types wearing.
Yeah.
It's got the sunburst, which is pretty standard for Pelor. And then it's got the silhouette, which is in some of them, kind of embossed in there. But this one has two black, hollowed out... Wait, most of the time they're hollowed out eyes. This one has two little black, kind of, like jeweled eyes that kind of flash as you look at it a little bit.
Can I discern like the nature of this amulet?
Sure, you can roll an investigation.
Can I help by peering
Or
over
Arcana.
his shoulder
Arcana.
intensely? Kind of like looking like, golden eyes, what is it? Okay. Is that a help?
Sure, that's helpful.
I don't know if that's helping or
Actually,
hindering.
I'll tell you what. Can I get you to roll? Roll your intelligence check or Arcana or investigation.
Oh, an 11.
You just needed a 10.
Yeah,
to count.
you did.
That's fine.
So I hope.
All right.
do?
Well, the first is a dirty 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. This is an amulet, like a spellcasting focus.
Okay.
It's not quite a holy symbol, and it does appear to have enchantments on it. You flip it over and look. There's very fine etchings around the outside. It definitely seems to aid in spellcasting of some kind, whether that is religious or arcane. It's hard for you to tell at a glance without fully identifying it, but it's definitely magical, and it's probably worth more than the average. The ones that the knights would be wearing, they have the eyes in particular just hollowed out,
Yeah.
whereas this is jeweled and much more intricate.
I'll hold on to it.
Absolutely. You're just collecting those things.
Well, now I have two.
Collect all 6.
And you'll get yourself a whole set.
Alright,
Trophies of my fallen
and you
enemies.
do have a dagger?
Yeah, I do have the dagger. I turn.
No, that was a
and be
good
like,
pull.
you know, you must see a lot of naked people considering you didn't react that I stripped it. I respect that, golden eyes. And I walk off.
Alright.
Well, I do actually.
So then it was your watch. Nothing seems to happen. You've got this
Glad
guy
I
who's
was first,
hog-tied.
to be honest.
He looks up at you and kind of mumbles through his gag. Oh, he can't really see very well. He's kind of...
Yeah.
He'd heard your voice, so he's...
Sure.
But he tries to engage you a little bit. If you want to speak to him, you can. Otherwise, whatever you want to do. Otherwise, just keep watching.
I'm just gonna keep watch.
Nothing he said is worth
Yeah,
saying.
not gonna.
Coming up next is Darmita's watch. There's a brigand on duty with you. Who took the first one?
I was with
So it's
Hood
not-
for the first
You were with the
2
first
hours?
one. Yeah, he mostly drank
Oh,
and
God.
chatted and kind of
I
I'm
nodded.
guessing
his
Xion's
sore
with
leg.
me.
I solemnly nodded to her stories.
Yeah, he's gonna try to make out with you while you're supposed to be on guard.
And I'm just gonna reach over and
Oh, God.
in time. In time.
Giving him hope. The worst.
All right. He starts like whittling a stick and kind of burning the point down. Every once in a while, he kind of looks up at the magistrate and he's like, "You want to have some fun?
Okay.
Roll him over."
Okay.
Sticks the stick in, gets it nice and burning.
How many watches are there?
4.
4. You'll be the last.
2 hours
You will be
each.
the dawn watch.
So we will have someone from our group on every watch because there's so many of us, right?
Technically,
like we can have like an Archie on a watch. We can have a
you
Johannes
know what?
on a watch.
Johannes will
Like,
be on your watch as well.
I don't
Okay.
think I don't think that we would make watches.
He doesn't fully.
without at
you
least one
threatened
of
to kill
our
this guy. He doesn't
Yeah.
trust you. So Johannes is
Yeah.
on your watch.
Oh, I
And
totally
he's just
respect
sitting
that.
there, cross-legged, kind of.
Probably
seeming
Archie
to
was on the
meditate
first
a little
watch
bit.
as well.
Yeah.
He's not- he's actually
oh,
not
well,
with us.
Archibald's not here yet.
He's not
Oh
here.
right, I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
But the first
Archie's
watch-
not
That's
here.
fine. That's fine. Yeah.
So Johannes kind of looks at you guys and he's like, "Don't kill him."
No, just having fun. Don't worry. I'll heal him if I have to.
He kind of nods at that.
Benkuhm is having a nightmare.
You guys go into the nice underpad of the foot with a hot, pokey, stabby stick.
The more he yells, the more he does that, I just smile.
Oh, actually, he grunts. He's like, he doesn't
Slap him.
respond quite as happily as you would normally like.
Damn it. Do it a little hotter. See what happens. Just curious.
You make it nice and hot. He actually, at some point, uses a forked stick to get an actual coal and chucks it on his foot, and there's a little grunt, a satisfying grunt. But a regular person would have been yelping bad. It hurts him, but a lot less than you would think.
You're gonna be fun to watch, Darren. I'll enjoy that.
So you said that you have the fiends as a.
And we're living up to the morally ambiguous.
Do you have more than one favored because of your level, or did you decide to swap out Celestials? Because I remember when you first pitched the character, it was Celestials.
Right.
Yeah.
And
You can have
no.
both.
Huh?
You can have both.
Well, I mean, essentially, Celestials sort of.
No, I just wasn't
I
sure.
really
right?
fucked over, like
mean, you
Fallen, so
Right,
I
yeah.
really fucked them over.
I think
so.
you could have both though, because you're level 7.
I think that you get another at like level 6 or something. I don't
Yeah.
know when it is.
It
but
is 6.
It sounds right.
So you
I
get
think
a
that's
2.
when you get an extra land, but I don't know if it's when you get another.
I don't.
So
I was just
should
wondering.
be
You
up
said
to
teams, and I was
date.
surprised.
So,
I'll double check.
other
but
than
Yeah, it might be
branding him
higher
on
level.
his foot and having a bit of fun and turning down as we have a grindy, I was waiting to say. Just waiting on the blenders.
Oh, sure, yeah.
There we go.
That's
That's margaritas at 10 o'clock. No. So anyway, I'll just project more. So you have no other issue. If you want to have some more fun with him, if you want to talk to him, otherwise,
No, I
just
don't
spend a
wanna-
bit of time burning him between his toes.
Oh yeah, I don't want to talk to him at all.
All right, and finally, Fenris and
Not Fenris.
sorry, Umbra de Seara and someone you. Oh, and Bela,
Okay.
the giant ogre.
Oh, right. I only know him as Gobble, so I should write down Bela.
Gobble's good too. He sits down in like the log shutters that you're near.
It is right, celestial and
You got both because you're 6 level.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
The rain has stopped. However, there's a thunderstorm a little like within hearing distance, but it's not currently raining. Huddling close to the fire, you got the naked, shivering Cambion. Sure. Otherwise, pretty dark and quiet.
Gobble, what do you think of this? I'd like to hear your perspective.
Spits in the corner.
Watch man, don't let escape. Watch you. You old little lady.
I suppose that is true, yes.
Nice hat.
Thank
Gobbles touch?
you. Do not touch, no.
Okay, gobbles. Gobbles learn no touch.
Thank you. I appreciate your boundaries.
I like the bounding too.
He sits back, kind of rocking slowly back and forth, this massive hulk of ogre.
This man here is, someone considered him a demon. Does that mean anything to you?
Gobbles no demon. One. Demon man laughed at gobbles. Not this one.
Met
He
another
sniffs
demon.
him real close.
No, not this one.
Actually, how well do you know Benkuhm?
Benkuhm.
Giant stock.
Good man, Benkuhm. He joined after escaping prison.
Do you bond over your giant tongue?
Little bit. He intimidated by Billick bullocks. Thwack, 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 thwack.
Perhaps you could teach me a few phrases of your natural language.
Billick not much of teacher. Me try.
Cool. So I
What do you wanna
have
learn?
an unspent language slot, and I had no good reason to, I had no idea what to use it for, so
Fair
I'll take
enough.
giant, why not?
Why not?
And thus began Gobbles' teaching career.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll get Benkuhm to fill out the rest of the vocabulary.
No alignment with Todd at all.
When you're sitting down for dinner, you need say, which means pass the salt.
Really good.
Make sure to compliment chef or chef. Stab you.
It makes sense.
Are we?
Yeah, we can skip
He
that.
thumps you heavily on the shoulder.
Gobbles like.
Great, awesome, cool.
So the night
I'm gonna
passes
write down giant
uneventfully.
Yeah, I don't
He
know if
gets
anything
giant?
happens
I don't know if anything
there. I
happens.
only rolled a 10.
Well,
so.
Benkuhm can continue teaching, probably.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got I'd say you're a good third of the way at this point.
Right? You
To
can-
being fully proficient.
in 2 hours of
Hey man,
work. So
if you
he's a
can
third-
drop
33%
dead
of the
from
language.
injuries
Yeah.
and sleep one night and wake up and be like, I'm good. D&D gets timey-wimey.
Yeah.
It's just
I'm
in
gonna
the
spend a
rules.
plot
I
point.
mean, I can only do this because I have.
Let's hear the
Oh!
point. So I forgot to mention internet. We do plot points as if you're a fan of the show. You know this. It's imported from Shadowrun Anarchy. You guys get to bring in ideas and be basically DMs or GMs for a short period of time. What do you got for us?
So I'll be dreaming, and
Okay,
then
dreaming. I love it.
dreaming, and start shivering and hearing the whispers, and then
You
I
sound like
notice
this.
something like that. A little more dark though, a little
Yeah.
more gothic. And then I start seeing images of myself actually when we were leaving the river, as we went away, and the unfolding ship, and I start to see faces on the ship,
Nice.
and I see a younger girl with a shadow moon on her forehead, and I see Henrietta, and I see some of the others. I see people, and I see a weird old man, and I hear Tellbourne. That's it, and I wake up.
Nice. And as you're about to fade back, the girl with the tattoo,
Yep.
you've had these kinds of prophetic type of dreams before. They often would warn you to leave a homestead just in time before Pella would get there. Quiet whispers from the other side that you've learned to trust. And as the whispers start to fade and you start to pull back into the shadows, the large, oversized ashen snowflakes of the shadowfell kind of on the hazy edges of your vision, all of a sudden the girl's eyes snap up, look you in the eye, and you burst awake. That's new.
Okay.
Nice.
When we're at breakfast, I'm assuming you try to pass the salt. and I look at you and I slap you so hard, and I go sit at another table.
All right.
that
What's
was
your
uncalled
what's your
for.
strength modifier?
+3.
Are you intending to injure? You said so hard.
Yeah, no.
All right, 3,
it's
4.
1 + 3. So
Yeah,
you
4
take
damage.
4 bludgeoning damage.
You rolled a hit. I've got
All right.
mage armor on all the time because I have shadow of magic
All right.
stuff. So even though I'm
That's a 23.
yeah, okay, you hit me.
Thwack, and everyone's just like, and then the gossip started. Who's like, I heard that she. Oh, you were there. I heard that she made a pass at him, and he heard me. And no, he made a pass at her. And
I
she
that you're a
turned him down.
tiny, like, human. I just beat the
But
shit.
it was a giant. She
Yeah.
spoke giant and said
Yeah.
something clearly offensive.
When you clear it
That
up.
was uncalled for. Gobbles, what happened there?
Our conjugation is. You need to invert it. You just called his mother a bitch.
Giants is much more complicated than I expected.
We are cultured people. Scrooge gum.
He says eating half a sheep.
Great.
All right, you guys. It's morning. What do you want to do?
I
I'm gonna check on the prisoner.
Yeah.
Everyone charges over the prisoner.
Yeah, I walk out
hell
of the
yeah.
tent after slapping this tiny, like, half
I want to see if he's still alive
And Gobbles, who
and
who
still
is-
has burn marks.
Yeah. He's still there. He's
right.
still bound.
Good.
He's looking around at the sound, but he can't see because his eyes are covered and his mouth is covered. And
It's fine.
With
He's
the
still
kind of
hog-tied.
like hog tie,
Yeah.
I put him on like a messenger bag. I get the sash on and his elbows and wrists are pulling back, and I just kind of slog him on, almost like.
if he
underneath
genuinely
him.
was a middle-aged human man, you would expect the cracking of bones.
Yeah.
But being Cambion, he's surprisingly robust.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just flexes back,
Yeah.
almost like a bent
Wow.
bow.
Yeah, and you can definitely feel the wings pressed up against you.
Yeah.
down
I
to the
did
sides.
remember that.
Yeah, you
I
did
de-winged
snap. Yeah.
him.
Well, you cracked one,
Yeah.
one or both of them.
Oh, both. I
Yeah, you
seriously
did
was
say
like,
both.
debone.
Yeah.
Okay.
This chicken.
Let's get going soon. Light breakfast. We make our way.
As you're
So
starting
we're
to
heading
gather
out
up
right
your
now?
things,
hungry anymore.
Sarah comes
I'm
out
fine
from
with
her
that.
tent and says, "All right, we'll bid you a good journey, but we need something from him first."
Oh, yes.
Right.
All right.
Pull the Chris out for her if she needs it.
She takes it, looks at it.
This is my favorite dagger. Found it yesterday.
Cuts one of the vines so he's slightly more comfortable. Everybody's on edge and watching as she takes off the blindfold. He loosens his hands, but not the manacles.
I make sure he can't see me. So
Okay, so you're standing behind him.
Yes.
I'm going to need you to do a stealth check. With advantage. You had the
He's
opportunity.
also being held like very awkwardly.
Yeah. Billick's got one shoulder, you've got the other. He can't easily turn around.
Ooh, 9.
Oh boy.
Not that great.
I'm spinning him back and forth.
So, yeah, there it is. Oh my god.
It's a GoPro.
He's still got the manacles, but his hands are free and no longer behind his back as Sarah unlocks them and then relocks them in front. She says, "Be a good boy now, and you will get through this day. Master Herron, if that's your name."
He's going to write. He's writing? Like
She's going to
forcing him to write?
Yeah.
Yeah. A part of
She snaps and Hoot brings over a bunch of a writing pad and some papers and some ink and all that. He's still got the blindfold on and he's like,
Well, I have a hard time riding with this on.
she takes it off. He blinks in the light. His eyes, surreally dark instead of the white, and then bright red irises and a slitted pupil. And he looks around, taking everyone in.
I see you seem to have me at a disadvantage. Wait. Thought I recognized you. How's your daddy?
She slaps him.
Hard.
And Then she takes a second and masters herself. He's got a little smirk on his face.
Let's get this over with. I'm assuming you've got places to be.
Anybody else want to say anything?
I'm trying to hide behind him. I'm letting them kind of do their thing.
I don't say anything. I'm letting her. This is.
Sarah looks up.
I'm
So,
standing behind
who
her.
has the box?
I have a box.
Did you bring it over?
Sure.
Okay, you walk it over. You try to keep out of the line of sight.
Like, I'm not going to keep eyesight with them?
Yeah, but in trying to be inconspicuous, you are wickedly suspicious.
Fine.
With a 9. And
Pass it down the line.
so he definitely gets a good look at you.
I don't care if he looks at me. I don't want to see him in the eyes.
That's fair. And he's looking at you, and as you bring the box forward, he reaches up his manacled hands, and instead of grabbing the box, he grabs your hands, if you let him. And he just kind of holds you there and looks at you, and his grip is surprisingly strong.
Hold on, him?
Yeah.
I thought I was giving the box to her.
Well, she's nodded to give it to him.
Oh, I see.
Would you like me to give it to him, Golden
It's
Eyes?
fine. I'll give him the
So
box.
he kind of holds onto your fingers a little tightly as you do it, and he looks at you and says,
Ah, I see you've come up in the world. Tired of skulking in the shadows, boy.
I don't even respond to him.
he pulls the box back.
So what am I supposed to be making into a temporary law for you? You know, Austin will just countermand anything I write within a few days.
A few days is all I should need.
We need you to write a pardon. I think you know for who.
He takes a long look at Sarah and smirks even louder, licks his lip where she kind of split it with her slap. And he seems to enjoy this.
All right. You got anywhere to sit down, or am I just gonna make this a mess?
I would pull over a humongous tree stump,
The log, yeah.
and I kind of give him the flat side.
He
And then
sits
I bring
down
over
as
an
the-
upright, and then I just, and then now he has like a table, like a nightstand, but
Nice.
it's just trunk.
Oddly enough, even though he's stripped to his skivvies, surrounded by incredibly armed people, some of whom are quite literally twice his size, there's an odd keeping of court kind of air about him, as though he's got this all where he wants it to be. Anybody do an insight check?
I am.
Anybody who wants to.
I.
I'm not proficient, so.
Never mind.
Nice. Well, it'd be tough when you're not looking at him. Right?
19.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, that beats his
I get
14.
I get some of that primeval going on right now, probably.
Yeah. You're watching
I'm
him
home.
so closely.
Yeah.
You can tell he's putting on a good show of it. You get the idea of nerves. You also remember this tavern, the Fallen Tree Tavern, where you would often go with Sarah and other people and kind of carouse with friendly locals who aren't likely to turn you into the law. There was a man there who was an excellent gambler. This kind of middle-aged, swindly, roguish kind of guy, he would often have a very subtle tell. You could always tell when Noobsor was bluffing,
Say Noobsor?
but very few people could.
Just checking. That was all.
There was a very slight tremble in the muscle to the
Right.
left of his, on his left ear.
Right.
With Herron, it's his right ear. Just the muscle twitching involuntarily as he reaches up with his pen and strokes expertly across the page, creating a legal document, a pardon, for one Sara Tellbourne. He finishes it, signs it. You've seen Nubasaur with an ace up his sleeve, possibly literally. You get that feeling from Herron.
I look over at
Okay.
He finishes folding the letter,
not only do I
takes
look
the
I get
envelope, puts it
his
inside the envelope.
Benkuhm's attention,
Yeah.
but I also
I noticed
get
you looking kind of
Josiah,
like John.
Johannes,
Yep.
and
I was about to say.
Johannes is standing right next to the
I
magistrate.
kind of
Never
just
leaving
did
his
a
side.
quick perception to see if I even cared /
Sure,
noticed.
yeah.
And when I see you looking at me, I look at Johannes, and Benkuhm does kind of think that he is a kind of a weak fighter because he wasn't in the giant fight with me.
Right.
So, but he looks at him suspiciously, and he kind of wants to see if he can read him in this moment.
Sure, do an insight check on
Yeah.
Johannes.
No.
I'm
Four.
officially rolling like poo. He's a bard, so he's going to have a fair bit to add. I don't have a sheet in front of me.
I got a 4.
You got a 4.
Yeah.
He rolled a 3.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I'm sure he has more than a +1.
Yeah, no, he's probably like +5 at least.
Yeah.
So he's looking.
Wait, so did
Impatient?
he does beat me.
He
correct?
does, but what
I'm
you
gonna
get?
expend a plot point
Okay.
because we meted last time, and I kind of know some weird stuff about him, and I kind of just want. I actually do want to read him. I do want to
Sure.
see this guy's.
So you're
kind of,
looking at him, and
Benkuhm
Johannes.
has the whole equations floating through his head.
Yeah,
a lot of
beautiful
their
minding it.
talking, Sarah talking, the wolf passing by, their shadows close, then golden eyes and the fireball.
And
then
what
I
you
him
see is
standing-
Johannes looking at him being like, I'm taking the prisoner. I'm taking him. And this word that keeps popping up that you kind of missed in conversation at the time, but it's echoing in your mind. Every time he refers to taking this guy back, he doesn't just say back to the succubus. He says, I'm taking him back to her. To her. You get this little montage in your head. To her.
I pop out of it and I just go, and then I switch to kind of an internal monologue. Boat, I'm on a boat. Boat. And then I kind of just come back to it, and then it's done. And I'm like, all right, cool, I'm over this.
And I see him kind of tune out,
Yeah.
I'm assuming, and I'm like,
What did you do?
Oh,
I didn't
yes.
watch it.
Okay.
Boat. I mean,
I don't care
yes.
about any of this.
Absolutely. You just want to get a move on? Fenris?
I rolled poorly.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
So,
But regardless of the insight, I'm suspicious enough to say someone should check the note
Just read the note.
away from him.
You take it and look it over.
Put it up to the fire.
Sarah motions it towards you. Your guess is as good as mine.
Like I'll take the box note away
Okay.
from the group for a second. I'll have someone else
still
also
with
watch
Yeah, he's sliding over
to
my
double
shoulder.
check, and I'll
The
check
magistrate's just standing there waiting.
it out. I'll check it. What does
You
the
know
note
that
say?
thing ain't worth nothing till I'm done.
Oh, I thought he finished.
no, he still has to seal it.
Oh, he's to seal it.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Well, sure, but anyone can deal.
But I'm gonna check the note.
Sure.
What does it say? Then?
Do an investigation check for me. Another.
I mean, the original plan was to forge it. Like, we don't actually need him, right? Like,
Yeah.
We do have a sample of his writing,
Seventeen.
Nice.
but I think he did something, like a secret
The
message.
note,
right.
it looks very official. Like, absolutely.
No secret writing of a spell.
You hold it up to the light. You look through.
trickery involved.
Doesn't seem.
That's right. As soon as you read it, it's said be a snake sigil, and you're frozen in amber.
Something like that. I don't know. I've seen a couple plays in my youth.
And you notice it says, "Help me! I'm being held by."
Yeah, something like that. To that effect.
No, the
No?
note
All right.
actually looks pretty legit.
He doesn't
Okay.
spell
I'll
the
hand it
lyrics
back.
to the...
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not an acronym at the front.
Yeah.
The acronym
how
spells
Rick
Mrs.
rolls.
Vander Trent.
Okay. I'll hand it back then. I'll hand it back.
All right. Zian brings over a hot brand, or a torch,
Brand, yeah.
and they start heating up the wax.
Okay.
Magistrate looks up at you guys, takes the box, opens it up.
I'm still watching him.
Picks it
Eagle
up.
eye.
You've got a 19.
Yeah.
Roll a dexterity save.
Save.
Happily.
Ooh.
That's a 28.
Oh my god.
As he draws the seal, which is an oversized ring, it's ridiculous. It makes like a football championship ring look silly. Like, this is huge. It's worn across 2 fingers usually. Draws it up. It glints in the sun, and you are tuned into infernal, fiendish. Right along the edge of all this, standard iconography and like crests of Pelor and that. Right up opposite.
Oh, sorry, not 28, 26.
Oh,
I saw
take it all
I
back.
saw an 8, not a 6.
I take it all back,
I use the plot points to just now it's negated. Yeah.
So
No.
on one side is the
My bad.
standard crest of Pelor, flare, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
On the underside of the ring, it goes against the skin. There's a little symbol, and it just catches the light in the briefest of moments for you to catch it. That's why it was a dex save. And as he's fitted on his hand, he's about to press it to the.
Grab his hand.
You grab his hand.
No.
Well, I guess we'll make this so, girlie.
Oh, do I see? Did
Yeah,
she
she's-
just grab my
I
hand?
am holding
I cast
his
a spell.
hand.
I cast a spell. Or
He
we're initiative.
clenches his own fist, and a drop of blood
Yeah.
goes down the ring.
I got
Okay.
him grappled.
Okay. For the sake of fun, roll initiative, just so
initiative.
we can see what happens here.
All right.
Oh, nice.
If it had been 20, you would have picked it up ever so slightly. He's anxious, but it was a 19, so you were like, something's weird. It was
Shit.
so close.
I'm
So
gonna spend a
close.
luck point.
Of course. Luck monkey.
16.
Nice. Oh, I should write these down.
That was worth it.
That was
I'm new at this. 16 for Benkuhm,
15.
15 for Fenris,
9.
9 for. I'm gonna mess that up. Sarah.
Just Sarah.
Sorry, I've spent so long calling you Sarah. Umbra de Sarah. Umbra de Sarah. I will get that.
And 13.
And 13.
And do we roll initiative for
Number 32.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Somebody want to roll for
Yeah.
Johannes?
Go ahead.
6 for Johannes.
Okay.
Plus-
He's a Dexy guy,
Yeah.
and he also gets half his proficiency because he's a bard.
Well, he's probably got like a makes like a 10
7
or
or
11
8.
or something.
Yeah, I
Would be
don't
like
know.
plus 3,
I don't know what
plus
his
6.
stats are because he's like both good in charisma and dex.
And fighty. So let's just call it up plus 3.
What do I?
Yeah, so, yeah, 9.
Oh,
9?
wait a minute.
Johannes.
Hold
Yeah, I think it'd be
on.
at least
Hold
plus
on.
3 from stats and then 1 from.
So maybe a 10.
Initiative.
Yeah, but
I get
Sure,
that
let's call it
initiative
9.
thing.
Okay.
he might be an 18. I don't know.
Alright.
All right.
Alright, top of the order. Benkuhm. People are just arguing about nothing. You're waiting.
I do seem to have been tuned into
that's right.
Darmita a little bit. I weirdly trust Goldeneye's, mostly
Fucking
because
feet.
mostly because he has a really cool name, and
You gave him?
he said that his name was Goldeneye. I thought that was sick.
I guess right because you're like It's like
You said it was your
Nick-
defining trait, and
Yeah.
I was like, Goldeneye is blah blah blah. Yeah. Anyways, Benkuhm says to Darmita, I will lop his hand off, and I will ready an action so that if Darmita takes her turn to like flesh the arm forward, then I will cleave the hand off.
Nice. Alright, so
with an
you're
attack.
delaying action to
Or is she? She's not like grabbing him like this. She's grabbing him
No,
like,
I'm
grab his
grabbing
hand.
his.
his hand.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
she's
will.
grabbing his
Then I will just try to chop it off from the elbow and take 2 attacks.
Okay, make your roll.
At him,
Wow.
if possible.
Nice.
And I will. Honestly, Benkuhm doesn't get to rage a lot, so he just goes straight into the rage.
Sure.
Alright.
Reckless attack.
What's that look like when you rage? Is it like special at all?
All of my tattoos kind of glare up
Nice.
a little bit and get this like red tinge, and my eyes
Blood
go
flushes.
into God. I know Game of Thrones, the White Walkers type of blue, just like a quick flash, and then just bloodshot, almost like orc bloodshot jaundice, and
Crystal
then
pale blue.
Yeah, crystal
Like
pale
icy.
blue.
Nice.
Or icy pale.
Mountain folk.
That is a 7 and an 18 and a 24.
Both hit.
Both hits. Okay, great.
Get 2 hefty swings.
So this is plus 10 to d6. 20 points of slashing damage.
Oh,
Yeah, 7 plus
that's
3
a
plus
hard
10.
shot.
Yeah.
It's not quite enough to sever,
But definitely
but it
broken. I'm
sinks
trying to just
easily halfway through. You
break
you
through
break
it.
the first bone and sink halfway through it
Yeah.
chips into the second bone on your forearm. I forget what they're called.
Yeah.
20 what?
That was a 20.
Ulna.
20 flat.
Sounds
20
right.
flat.
20 damage in this.
This part is the ulna.
2 quick hacks. And the grip weakens.
Yeah, I was assuming that would kind of break.
Yeah, the hand opens up. The bottom of the
Did you use
ring
Great
is
Weapon Master?
tiny
Or
little
was that-
sharp
I
point.
didn't use Great Weapon Master.
You
I
see
have to call
amongst
it before
all
I
the...
did so.
It actually is such a quick move that the blood hasn't started to flow out of the massive gash in his forearm.
Nice.
And you do see a tiny trickle of blood and almost like he's been branded on the inside of his palm.
Oh no.
Okay, next. Fenris.
Hold person.
Followed by Darmita.
Hold person.
Alright, that's a wisdom save.
It is a wisdom save.
DC
50.
50?
50.
I wish.
Did you beat a 50?
No.
Uh-oh.
What spell's the line?
15?
15, yeah.
He got a 14.
Then he did not save.
He did not save, so his
He's
muscles
paralyzed.
So he's paralyzed.
No.
lock up.
Ain't that always
Can't
the way?
speak.
It's awesome.
Can't speak,
I
can't
just
do
went,
anything.
so what I did is when I saw her grab I was a little suspicious, but not as keen with the eye. I was trying to avoid his eyes. When she grabbed his arm, I just was trying to reach out, and he was just quicker than me.
Yeah, just hack.
Hack. And I was like, but then
It's like one
I
down,
clenched.
one up.
So you see, basically, as I clench, you see just a shadowy hand just grab him like that.
Yeah, the
Boom.
shadows leap up and
Like a
hug him
shadowy
under.
fist just grabbing in a clenched fist, and I just
hold him into place.
And it's just
the
like
tether
the-
kind of flowing back into your hand, almost like the leash of a dog.
and I just my eyes flare just like a hole.
Nice. Your eyes shining gold with the usual iris, but the white part of your eyes turns jet black.
Okay.
It was technically 22 damage because I have a +1 maul. I forgot about the +1 maul.
Wow, fancy.
Yeah.
All right, next up,
The maul
Darmita.
has a bad
So he's
Yeah.
paralyzed.
He's got this smug look on his face.
Don't kill him, but take it away.
I never get to use this feat. All right.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
We need him.
I know.
I
I
think.
know.
He says, drooling in rage.
Take away a second round.
Headbang.
I still want to take his arm off. I won't kill him, but I want to take his
You
arm
did
off.
have your short sword ready.
Use my favorite dagger.
You know. He'll live. We can cauterize it. I think
Make your roll.
that's my plan.
Yeah, make your roll.
Um,
You have advantage. He's held.
So first attack is a. It hits. I'm just saying. That's a 16, 20,
Yeah.
23.
It hits.
It also does crit damage.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not a
right.
critical.
He's paralyzed. He can't
So
speak.
you get to double the dice.
Yes.
So go ahead.
Nice.
Make your roll.
Oh shit! I forgot about
I
that.
mean, you have a specific intent. This is not.
I do
right?
have a
Yeah.
specific intent.
Yeah, you're doing the orange spell, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because my maul will crunch the bone and you gotta cleave.
Oh,
it.
right. I was assuming you had an axe. So
Yeah,
it's
I
just
was
badly
too. I
broken.
was
I'm
too.
sorry. I'd assumed axe.
Definitely open fracture right
Yeah, like-
now. The blood will drip
That's-
slow.
It was the upswing that did it,
Yeah.
as the elbow
Hey, I
bends
didn't.
backwards.
I didn't use my
And everyone's
hunter's
like,
mark.
Yeah.
Now she's hacking at the sinew that
That's
we had
a
in the
9,
Just a
10,
jello
11,
mold at
12,
this point.
13.
elbow.
Damn. Oh.
My second attack.
Second attack. Still with advantage.
Okay, that's not so good. That's 6. No, 15.
Hold on. Minus his dex to his AC 'cause he can't move. Would bring him to a 14.
Wow.
So that's also double damage. Oh, that's not as good. That's a 5, 9.
Oh, right. I forgot about that
And
too.
then,
So
That's
he's
9.
dead.
Yeah.
Red
Yeah.
ambusher? Yeah.
So
Actually,
9
he's
for
not.
that.
He's
You might have
And
natural armor. I don't know.
no. It's,
Oh, I
it's a
get-
little different, but yeah.
That's
He's at 13.
that's
Cambians get to add their charisma.
15 plus 7.
22.
Oh, it didn't hit?
You rolled a 15, right?
Yeah,
that hit.
I did. Okay, and then the third, my Dread Ambusher, is a
22.
22, yeah. 22, and that one
So what was
is
the second attack damage?
9.
9.
Okay.
And then this one is still double. 10, but I don't think I get it. Because of it, I believe I don't get to add my modifier to
So
it, though.
10 doesn't hit, but
On the
mostly
dread
because there's
ambush?
No,
nothing
the
there
10.
to hit.
It wasn't a
damage.
10.
Oh, it was 10
That
damage
was
on the last.
damage.
Oh, okay.
I
It
think
was a 22.
You add a D8, and that actually gets doubled too. Just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a D8 to my die?
Yeah, you
my
add it
D6?
to your damage. So it's a D8. So you roll 2 D8s.
Yeah.
That's fine. Now you have to roll 2D6
Okay, so it's 10
plus 9, 19 plus your ability modifier.
is 4.
So 23,
23.
plus 9 plus 22. So that's
Like
I
I,
think
said,
this- I
it's all
think this-
crit.
I'm pretty sure his arm is
54.
cauterized.
Oh,
like
you-
it's a
just. It was already broken upwards, and you just slashed the weak spot. The first one almost got through. You did an upswing as well, catching the last, and the arm
Damn.
floats free. The giant oversized ring still clamped onto the 2 middle fingers, on the ring and the middle finger, rolls across the ground, spraying blood up into the air. As it's exposed to the cool autumn air, the blood is hissing and steam is coming off of this. You get, because you're closest right in there, you get splattered with
Yeah,
the candy and
that's
blood.
fine.
As the arm, he's lost his left arm. Oh, hold on 1 sec. 1 sec. Sorry. Forgot something. Is your weapon a magical weapon?
no.
Half damage.
so it was like roughly.
It is not. I'm using my short sword.
If I remember, it was like
My
54,
bow
so-
is magical, but my short sword
Still,
is
you
not.
did quite a bit of damage.
That's a lot of damage for half damage, and your maul was magical, so you took all
Yeah.
of it.
Um,
Still lopped off.
I mean,
It's still locked up.
Yeah.
So that
you're
was-
over halfway. He is bloody. And his arm is stumped, and he's just
so
sitting
that
there
was
held
my
in this grimace.
action.
He still looks pleased, even though he's just watching his arm bleed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He still
He can't
looks
move.
pleased.
He's held. He's unable to move. So he still has, his eyes have this slightly more troubled look in him, like pain flashing across, but he's unable to move even now. Alright, next up, it is
I don't have a bonus action for that.
his turn.
okay.
So, the thing he can save, or try,
he can try to save
At the end of his
at the end of his
At
turn,
the end of
which
his
I'll,
turn.
okay, I won't count that. The thing he did goes off, but he'd already had a chance to activate it.
Okay.
But, conveniently, the thing he was trying to do was get away. His plane shift doesn't work because his arm plane shifts. That was the talisman. It was attached to the talisman. His arm fades from
Major
view
League Gaming
on the
Benkuhm's brain.
on the forest floor. You look down, and the arm just disappears in this kind of swirl of smoke. The rest of him is like, I can't respond. The ring is still there,
Oh.
and the etching where the hand was is now this hovering about, an inch off the ground where it was in the hand. This little circuit of fire burning in the symbol where it was emblazoned on his palm. The ring clatters to the ground, and it starts to liquefy and melt, and it is now a puddle of silver and on the floor. But this little tiny flaring orange crest starts to expand. It's this weird, almost pentagram-esque, but it's a little bit different. And it starts to expand outwards. It starts out at about an inch.
I pull
Then it
the demon
becomes
away from
about
me.
3 inches. 8 inches across. 16. It's growing quickly.
Yeah, I pull him more than 15 feet away from this. And
Hold on one sec.
Oh, my bad.
Sorry, that was
Sorry.
his. He's just standing there. And he's still a good, like, it flew a ways when you lopped it off. So it's a good 10 feet away at this point.
Did he? So is he? He can make a save.
Oh, now we'll see if he can make a save. 15 still, right?
Yeah.
He is still held.
Nice.
Tears streaming down his face, hissing and evaporating as they go. He is pissed off.
You know, I realized. Remember the last game where he almost did a. He actually can't say anything. So he actually couldn't do a command.
No.
We didn't bound his mouth.
All right, Umbra to
That's why
Seara.
that's
I
why
think it's gonna take like
Yeah, but even
at this sigil
when
on
we
the ground
kidnapped
that's
him
growing.
before, he
Absolutely.
almost kind of tried to get away
deal
by
with
casting
that.
command.
So this is just a
He
plus
actually
3.
can't.
That's
a break.
So that's 6 total. That's what I do.
When you're
I look
when
at that
you're
and
held,
go,
the whole person,
Wow, that looks magic.
you're paralyzed.
Feeling magic.
I can't speak.
I don't know anything about that.
It is growing. Anything else you want to do?
All reacting.
I mean, that's an action.
That's what she.
Yeah, you have the bonus.
Yeah,
in
it's
the
fine.
move.
She's still alive.
I suppose. Yeah. No, I'm good.
Considered healing.
Everyone else around is staring at him and his gushing arm. Only a handful of you are looking at where the arm landed.
Bind him.
Johannes immediately starts, reaches down, grabs a piece of cloth and starts binding the wound so it doesn't bleed out. And he's muttering to himself, he's like, take it back to her, and everybody's trying to make my life hard. Come on.
Yeah, I definitely considered binding the wound, but I figured it wouldn't actually bleed out because of playing D&D.
Well, yeah. Flavor. All right. Top of the order.
Yeah, it's a good use of an NPC person.
Seeing Johannes move quickly to this infernal being, I very
He's worth a lot to me.
I very quickly remove him
Actually-
from the presence and try to action.
Worth a lot to her.
He says he's worth a lot. Okay, so then I'm gonna
Do we notice that when he says that again? He's worth a lot to her.
Yeah, the rest of
My
us.
free
That's
action.
like-
When you say
We know
that,
he
my
notices.
insight, I'm gonna say as my free action, worth a lot to who? Sara? And then as my action, if I can, bind him by the mouth while he's still paralyzed, and then we unhogtied him.
Yeah.
But
He's still got manacles.
manacles.
Actually. Hold on, we gotta
Hold
retcon
on.
that for a second, because when you lopped off the arm, you still had manacles on.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have gone flying, so it's actually just there, and it's
Yeah.
starting to expand.
Yeah.
It's now about a few inches away from his outstretched other hand holding
Then,
the pen, as
as
he's
my-
just staring at this.
As my action, can I carry
But I
him?
thought we had
get him
taken the
away.
manacles
And use
off.
Oh, well, okay, just for the
Sarah
sake of
was-
simplicity. She needed him to have his hands,
His hands free, fine.
So, and
So
he
it
was
does-
well
So
under
he
guard, so he
was-
doesn't have the manacles.
That makes sense.
You
might
had
be on the line.
specifically said we'd taken the manacles off.
Sorry, I forgot.
No worries.
Done.
I was just trying to make your lives hard. Anyway,
Yeah. That's your job.
last
And,
one?
as my action, I don't know if you want me to grapple him or whatever, but I want to pick him up and move him away.
Yeah, I'll let you buy all that. He's paralyzed. He's not much.
So I can move 40 feet, but I'll move 20
Well, you-
feet and just pretend.
You
like-
can only move 20 when you're hauling.
Yeah, so that's what I was assuming. So I'm gonna move 20 feet and back away with him, and he is, grappled.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
put him under an arm or
He's
over an arm.
he's paralyzed, yeah.
And you
so-
just drag him straight back 20
Sure.
feet away from this thing. It is expanding even on your turns. It's starting to grow out. It was about a foot across. It's now about a foot and a half, getting to 2 feet. All right,
Yeah.
up next, Fenris.
I put his
followed
head
by
in
Darmita.
the ground.
Sure, you just
So I'm actually,
face
I'm
plant him.
gonna pull him by his waist and have him drop and drag him 20 feet, and then just drop my knee on
Oh,
top
that
of
would
his
suck
back.
if you couldn't blink.
Yeah.
I couldn't blink.
No, he can't blink.
Oh,
and he's
okay.
being dragged.
And he's being dragged face down
Yeah.
through the forest floor.
And then my end of the turn,
That'd be really awful.
I take a knee on him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The
Right,
thing in
Fenris,
front of me.
Darmita.
What is? Look, while I'm holding it.
You're looking at this crest as it's starting to expand and slowly twirl.
Does
and it's
it-
smoking and its edges where it was blood, where it was at once liquid blood from
Yeah.
his hand,
Yeah.
it is now liquid fire in a small but ever expanding ring. Probably about as it's now expanded out to about as thick as a finger. Is the etchings of it, and it is the same symbol but a bit bigger. If you want to, you could do an Arcana check. It would be your action to study it.
You can also cast a spell, like Dispel, if you have that.
I don't have
Okay, we
dispel.
neither of us have
so
dispel.
I was
Nice,
trying to
good job.
understand, like, if I can dispel it or can I counter it?
Dispel. No, dispel.
Is it a spell in action or is
Hey,
it a spell
Levi,
that's been
does
cast?
Johannes have Dispel?
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably not.
No, I don't think.
I will try to understand what it is,
Arcana check.
and I'm going to try to back away.
Okay, absolutely. Sarah also backs away. And the rest of them are like, what is up?
I'm going to spend a luck point.
Last luck.
Your third luck point.
Well, I spent one before I went to sleep.
Oh, that's
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's a
second luck
true story.
Woo! Big money. 13.
not big money.
13.
All right. It is some kind of. You're trained.
I am trained.
Being a sorcerer, especially one intuitively using magic, you recognize. Do you speak Infernal?
I speak Infernal and I speak Abyssal.
All right. This has mostly. It is not Abyssal. It is Infernal.
Oh.
It.
That's odd.
It's an old
it
arcane
is.
symbol for Infernal,
Okay.
and it
Like when I look at the runes,
It-
can I read it?
It is essentially the meaning passed down is a very old word for. It's got the connotation of a bargain and a trade.
Got it.
The word they use is sort of an abyssal version of one for one.
So which is it? Sorry.
Infernal.
It's infernal. Oh, did I say this?
You just said abyssal.
Oh, I meant infernal.
Infernal.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
Kind of as you described the
infernal
Cambian
word.
as half demon, so I'm very confused.
Sorry,
Is it intentional?
he's devil. He's devil.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
can be.
I use them interchangeably. I'm
no,
aware I should.
I think that's
Sorry.
totally fair. Everyone does that.
Yeah.
I was under
He
the
is
impression
devil. He's
that
devil.
you had specifically made them a demon because you had made the succubus, which are normally unaligned, devilish. And I thought
They-
there was some
they
sort
are
of
the same
conflict
on
there, but
purpose.
they're actually the same on
They're the
purpose.
same on
Good to know.
Okay.
It's all verified.
Well, with my movement, I'm going to back away.
All right, one for one.
I think we're
would be the meaning
Thank you.
of this. All right.
I'm going to spend a plot point.
Okay.
One for one, like in my... I'm going to have, like, some memories.
Echoes and whispers and.
So, back to when I was a child and my parents were teaching me these old words of infernal and abyssal, and I'm like, Mommy and Dad,
She's
what
literally
are these words?
She's
Like,
busy grinding something with a
language,
mortar
like,
and pestle.
what's this
It's like
for?
she's cooking,
No, no.
but it's a cauldron bubbling.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, and this is like little terms, old ways, like one for one.
You learned this from your mother in reference to when a variation of this allows you to call your shadow hound. The idea is you give something and you get something. You trade.
Okay.
It's like a level up of a shadowhound. A shadowhound owes you favors because of your bloodline and who you are. And,
All right.
And it's
So
it's servitude
So
to
he's like
you.
summoning something.
But this was particularly the language of swapping.
Okay.
But nothing has been swapped yet.
the arm.
You also understand the meaning of being a blink, where you jump,
Yeah.
switch. It's got a similarity to summoning your hound. and blinking.
He's going to
It's
another.
like a blood.
When I
switching
said
spots, yeah.
he meant to go to another realm and swap with something bad.
Right.
That's what I yell out.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
Prepare
That's the
yourself.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Darmita.
Spots.
Is it still
Oh,
coming?
sorry.
Can we disrupt it?
That was Fenris. Darmita.
If you can dispel it.
Hoot's like, what the hell is going on? Hello?
I grab Hoot and I throw him in. I was just.
Oh, thanks. I'd love another guy. That's cool.
It's okay. I don't know that I would necessarily really have picked up on all that.
Okay.
So I feel like
Nothing I prepared makes sense.
so the arm is gone.
Yep, arm.
Yeah, the arm is gone. It's.
Long arm of the law.
I'm going to. Oh, I don't know if this is what I should do. I don't know if she would.
Maybe you want to hold it? I don't know.
Yeah, you can hold an action. On deck is Herron and followed by Umbra to Seara.
Yeah, I don't.
Just hold a reaction.
You're almost in shock as you step a little bit back as this thing begins to expand. It's now about 2.5 feet, almost 3 feet across.
Yeah.
And it's starting to pick up speed and it's spinning. And this smoke is starting to hiss off of it. Underneath, the leaves on the ground start smoldering from the edge of the heat. You can see the flicker of the firelight. And a smell of an awful sulfur beginning to sift through the
I would
woodland
know
road.
what that is.
You get the distinct impression, being a fiend hunter, something's.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's a. Yeah.
Oh, it's right there.
Oh,
I-
yeah. Good things.
So what I would do is my free action. I would drop my sword and pull out
Your bow.
my bow
All right.
and fix it on the center point of that growing thing, knowing that something's coming.
All right.
Based on his comment and my smell.
Herron is still held. Umbra Seara?
He's
still held?
Save.
I rolled.
Oh, you did?
Oh, boy.
Check. Yeah, since I don't have any good way of disrupting the circle, I was thinking I can't just, rub it with my foot. I'll just go in the
It's still
prep mode.
hovering. It's actually increased the height a bit by about, now it's about 5 inches off the ground.
Yeah, I'll go into prep mode. I'm gonna cast Blur on myself and then turn into a wolf.
Nice.
So
Ooh, Displacer Beast.
yeah, exactly right. So she's just like does the like arms up as I always drop her, and just like starts to shimmer and shake as like the shadows flicker around her, and then becomes the silhouette of the wolf.
It's almost like your
steps out
headpiece
from
just
it. Yeah.
merges with you.
As I sort of become a silhouette of a black wolf that then steps out of the darkness as a black wolf.
Nice.
And I'm just like next to this circle, ready for whatever's gonna happen.
Absolutely.
Next to within reason.
Yeah, I was gonna say right next to you.
Yeah.
It's now 3.5, 4 feet across. You're 5 feet away, 10 feet away.
Yeah, I'd like a attack of opportunity if something comes out of it.
Be within 5 feet.
So yeah, I'll be like that sort of range.
This large wolf steps right up next to this thing, growling.
And we can see that this wolf, it looks way more like the shadow wolf now than it did before because it's like shimmering and like this like blur
Especially in the
effect.
dawn light. That's the weird thing. You guys are all ready to go on a hike. All right. Next up,
mark down my spell slots.
Johannes. He flips the magistrate over, looks at him to check if he's okay.
I'm on him. I said
Well,
I put my knee on him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't trust you.
He checks that he's still alive. He's like,
What, breathing?
"Don't kill him.
Okay.
He's worth a lot to me." And he turns around to watch the
Okay.
the thing expanding.
It's funny because what I'm about to do next is not kill him, but
And then Johannes is like, "We should leave. We should leave now."
Who says this?
Johannes.
Oh,
To everyone else.
Yeah, it's like we
very
don't really
on-
care about these people that much. We
Yeah.
could just run off with them. I'm definitely viable as transport if that's something we
You
want to do.
you hear Leto in the corner being like, "What the fuck?" And he drops his drink. At which point, This thing is big enough now. There's a flash, almost like a sudden firelight, and the shadows around almost dim instead of grow brighter. And in the place of this circle is a huddle of metal.
Okay.
And it's almost like somebody just... It's not it's not a suit of armor, but it's humanoid shaped.
Okay.
It looks vaguely made of metal, but lumpy and
Alright.
slithering and twisting.
Okay.
And its head rises up, and it's humanoid, there are little bits you can see, twisted, broken, tortured flesh underneath, but it's bound in layer upon layers of chain,
Oh no.
twisting
okay.
and writhing. You've been holding your action.
Yep.
You are standing, but you know especially, this is a chain devil.
Yeah.
God. These things are so cool.
Alright.
As like a
I'm-
DM, they're so cool.
Do it justice. Shit, that should be a 15.
So my first attack is a 24, and my second attack is a 29.
It is the first round of combat if you...
Is that,
I was holding. I held my action, but I get 2 attacks per action.
So people pick out some minis just in case it matters.
It probably.
So I'm assuming both of those
The
hit.
symbol is
How do
still
you rule
twirling
that?
the
Do you
leaf
rule that
beneath
you can
it.
hold both attacks or not? Some GMs
Well,
don't.
it's part of.
I'd say it's a
the
multi-attack side.
Okay, sure. Yeah, it's just...
It's 2.
I'm not
I would
taking
allow
2 actions. I'm taking
It's just one action.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You Legolas.
But you're not
is
taking the attack action.
Oh,
you're
But they
taking
both
the
hit.
attack
I'm assuming.
reaction. So. It's
Right?
just a debate.
There is a Goliath somewhere. What's that?
Good to
Good for you?
specify.
I might take
Sure.
a Chewbacca instead.
So that's
Double check that below.
10, 19,
Yeah.
and that is.
Chewbacca I might use.
Yeah.
He's got a shotgun.
That way. Chewbacca with the shotgun.
I'm a wolf, by the way.
It's 19 damage,
19 damage.
and that is magical.
Alright.
I might still peruse the box. Where's the Cambion?
And that's all I can do because
I'm the
it's not my
Chewbacca.
turn.
There is a Cambia mini.
So it's.
Close enough. It's not, but
Yeah,
It's-
pretty close. That's me.
so he's
Johannes
face
would be
down.
next.
So
It
I'm
is
here.
Constitution, boo. Okay, and it's also
It's here?
This is it here.
Oh, okay.
But the symbol is still here, so
Oh,
it's
is
in the
this your
middle of the
boss?
forest. I mean, we could use that for it if you
That's a
want.
lumpy metal.
That is kind of lumpy.
Do you want to use that? Oh, there's the
Oh, there he is.
Goliath.
Yeah, there
There
you
you
go.
go. And here's your wolf.
Right.
I only have a tiger, sorry.
That's fine.
Would you be that close?
Johannes and Brigand.
Yeah, I wanted to get attacks of opportunity.
Johannes,
Oh, okay.
you.
Yeah.
Is that the, what's that, the,
That's the
portal.
symbol, the portal,
okay.
and yeah, we'll use
That's,
this thing just so it's visible.
It's so cool. It's like the Iron
And
Giant.
who's, that's you?
That's her.
Me.
When it came
Where are
through,
the
did anything
others?
happen with the portal, or is it just
the
still there
brigands.
scintillating?
I'll get the brigands out. They'll be just to keep things clear. We'll use a different color for the brigands.
Sure. I think this is excessive.
That's okay. My buddy Jay loves his minis. He'll be very happy we use them.
Alright.
Let's call. Where's Sarah?
I like the idea that they're all just tripping over each other. There's something like that. That's good.
I need a
Yeah.
Sarah. I'm gonna find it. Sure. Sure, this is going to be Sarah as she's stepped back. There's your guy. There's Johannes. You. Where are you?
Well, I was stepping away, but I wouldn't be stepping too far away from.
So you're going to stay closer to the magistrate?
Yeah, like close enough.
Yeah, you were kind of backing away,
Yeah.
like here-ish.
Yeah. What's this?
It's a little ridge.
What, and trees?
Trees. You're kind of surrounded by trees. It drops off over here. Sure.
And I'd probably be over here.
There are a
Those are
handful of trees scattered.
I don't want to be next to a ridge where I can fall over.
No, it actually is a ridge up. It's not a ridge so much as a hill rising
Okay.
up. It's just a slightly raised section.
All right, done.
The portal only fills a 5-foot square, right? It's not 10 feet like that being shown?
Yeah, I'm just doing that for
Alright.
for visualizing.
So I'm I'm within 5 of that, but I'm also,
Yeah.
large.
Okay.
So I'm still a 10-foot square.
Yeah. All right. I believe that's where everything is. So, Darmita did her attack. The arrow sinks in and finds purchase between 2 chains. After a little while, the chains twist and grind, snapping the shafts of the arrow, but it definitely made purchase. All right. Up next, I'm gonna need another piece of paper. All right. I don't remember where.
Gotta get rid of that.
Well, that was
arrow.
it. All right.
Top of the order.
You held action.
No, I used, I cast a spell and then I transferred it into a wolf.
cool.
All right. Top of the order. Benkuhm.
This guy's still paralyzed?
So far.
Yeah, I'm going to attempt non-lethal damage.
Knock him out?
And
Yeah.
just knock him out. So wait,
You get a crit on
I got
it.
a crit,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
means...
Brutal critical comes into play if you have
Yes.
such a thing.
Actually...
Non-lethal. Man, that would hurt.
Actually, I don't have brutal critical.
Oh, you don't?
Is that an orc?
It's an orc thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah.
a barbarian thing.
I do...
Just, most barbarians
when I
can be
crit,
half orcs.
when I crit, I can make a bonus
Wow, I
action
just made a
attack.
totally racist assumption.
Yeah, you did.
Sorry, folks.
So, one of the things I can do when I crit as a Grey Weapon Master is make a bonus action attack. So, what I'm going to do is crit this guy with an attack and just see if he gets knocked out
Sure.
first. So I'll do Great Weapon Master because I can't miss. So
You still have to roll.
Okay,
You still have to roll.
You could actually miss.
But you have
Oh,
advantage.
okay.
You have advantage.
All right, so then I'll do advantage. Oh, I have advantage.
You have
this time.
advantage, yeah.
Okay, that's an 8. That's a 17.
Hits.
17. 4d6 plus.
Using the flat edge of his maul.
Yeah,
That's funny.
4, 8,
Anybody?
10 plus 4. 14 on the first hit.
All right.
Not knocked out.
Still conscious.
Okay. Then I'll go for. Oh, okay.
Or at least appears conscious. I don't know if he'd be able to move to show unconscious.
I see.
Maybe beating him into a pulp.
Then as a free action, I'll pull him up for a second. It still looks.
His eyes
Oh,
are
his
the
eyes
only
are
thing
moving?
that'll allow
Okay,
you to
cool.
see that he's still
I drop
conscious.
him back. That's still
Not good.
It's still not good.
It's only at 13.
Trying to. It's a 6 plus a 7, which is a 13.
There you go. You barely hit him, and it's a crit.
But that was Great Weapon Master, or was that not?
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, I did
you missed
declare
that.
Great Weapon Master. So I guess since I crit,
So you miss.
I do, yes. So
But,
that's the one-
but you get a third attack.
yeah, third attack for the critting on the first one, and then
It is unnerving when his eyes move and they lock with you for a second. He's just like, he's got such anger and rage, and you're like, ah! And you miss in the dropping him to the ground again.
And then Great Weapon Master. Ooh, that's a 10. So I missed somehow. I missed twice.
So it is oddly unnerving how he is staring at you, and you're like, ah! Kind of like when you got a spider on you, and you're like,
Is that a
"Off."
situation where I could use a plot point, or is it a combat mechanic?
I mean, you can, but you might want to save.
I'm just checking.
Yeah, it's sort of intended for narrative.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've been using it for skill checks and stuff, but
Okay.
All
it's
right.
like narrative justification for skill checks.
Yeah, exactly. All right, coming up next, Fenris,
But we've
followed by
certainly used them
Darmita.
in combat before, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever.
Usually, it's more of a try this weird maneuver.
Yeah.
Not so much like
Is
I'm gonna
it?
reroll.
Give me a cool reason as opposed to using it purely mechanically.
Is it my turn?
Since you already had advantage, you could use a plot point to give yourself advantage, but
Yeah.
for like a reason like, oh, you didn't know the banana was there and you stepped on it.
Yeah, or like, I want to try this cool maneuver that normally would give me disadvantage, and screw that, it's cool, I want it to be cool.
Cool, man. Really cool. All right,
My turn.
Fenris, followed by Darmita.
Okay. Do I have a sense of how dangerous this thing is? Pretty dangerous?
Just like snarling at him.
These things are known to be torturers in the Nine Hells.
Okay.
And
They revel in pain.
Great. I'm going to. Fine. I'm going to use my bonus action to summon the Shadow Wolf.
Yeah, my best bud.
All right.
do you have a mini, or I'll put the D4 for you?
Yeah,
it's
D4s.
only medium, yeah.
Yeah, it's a medium size.
You reach out into the shadows. You call forth your oldest living companion.
Yeah.
But you got a level 6.
And I am.
But he's spoken to it first.
yeah.
I'm a little bit concerned about like this new element, so I'm going to cast Blink.
Nice.
Smart.
As a reaction, I want you to do a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Wait, as a reaction? Does that burn as a reaction?
Not your reaction.
Okay.
Wisdom saving.
It's the
throw.
chain devil's reaction.
Ooh.
Sure. Okay.
Oh my
okay.
goodness.
Wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
That would be an 18.
Nice.
So what happened? What do we see?
Isn't that bad because we rolled for the monster?
No, it was for me.
No, it was for him because he's
Yeah, I think the Chain Devil was taking a reaction. That's what
yeah,
it
the
sounds
Chain
he's
Devil
like.
using
reaction.
his reaction.
Nice. But I don't.
18.
18.
You resist being frightened.
Okay.
As you call forth your hound,
But you blew his reaction.
you look up and your breath catches in your throat. And standing there, rather than the chain devil,
Yeah.
your mother.
Did you blink
She
away
still
and
has
disappear?
she
And then
still
you blink.
has the mortar and pestle you thought of her just recently. And she looks up at you and she says, whispering and infernal, and then 1 for 1. And then you just instinctively go and disappear from this plane.
Jeez.
As
You have to roll
blink.
for that.
I have to
Oh,
roll
right.
for it.
Did you roll
Go
that?
ahead and blink.
Above a 10.
Or see if you blink.
Yeah. I do.
Yeah.
I just
like,
love that visual. You're just like, Mommy? You are here, but you're not here. We'll use a dice to mark your spot. Sure. Alright, next up. Darmita.
Bonus action,
These things are
bitch.
evil.
Bonus action, Hunter's Mark.
Absolutely.
And as my action, because it's taking up the oddness of the squares, am I 10 feet or do I need to move closer?
If you shift just one to your right, you'll be within range of that, yeah. So, yeah, there. That'll put you solidly within range.
I'm gonna go here,
Okay.
and
You
because
track
I
something.
know what it can do, and I am going to,
You learned from your father about these.
right,
He taught you a lot. And when he told you about chain demons, chain devils,
yeah,
his first recommendation: if you see these things, run.
Yeah, but they're like your dad. Like,
If you must,
but he's used his reaction, so I'm
beware.
counting on that.
Keep your distance.
Yeah. So I've only moved
I'm done.
'Ten? That's a
10,
quick flashback, and then
Yeah.
you were like 10.
and as my action,
He was human by then.
my dad. Oh, neat.
Oh, neat.
Makes sense.
Necrotic shroud.
I'm dropping all kinds of miniature lore on people.
miniature lord. Pretty
So
good. I like that.
charisma save 12.
Oh, they'll pass that.
I know. It's not for the frighten that I'm doing it.
Right, it's the bonus damage.
Not with that amount.
Nice.
That wisdom?
No,
Yeah.
charisma.
Oh,
You said
charisma.
That's
You said charisma.
It's
Sorry.
charisma.
Doesn't
Okay.
help much. 7? I
Yeah,
rolled
no.
a 2.
Okay.
I have been rolling garbage.
So he is now frightened
Oh.
until the end of my turn,
Wow.
and
Might actually get that attack.
I now
you call out
have
at it in celestial.
I now have the ability every time I attack
so what does
him,
this look like?
one of my attacks. So basically, now you know.
Right? Yeah.
Now you know.
The wings
So
come out.
I just stand in front of him, and
Or behind
and
him.
my wings just
Skeletal wings, yeah?
push aside my cloak,
Yeah.
and they're just these black, dank,
Does anything happen
skeletal
with like your skin or your
wings.
Do they
eyes?
have feathers?
My
or no?
eyes,
Your bones.
it's bony.
Okay.
Yeah, and my eyes go completely black, and yeah, and then
As you do this,
He
its
is-
head swivels around to you. 180 degrees swivel,
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
course.
of course.
and it's just looking at you, and its bloodshot red eyes widen in fear.
Are we ruling that I'm not in that 10-foot radius? I know that's the intent, and if it's possible, that's
No, where she moved, you are outside of the 10-foot
Okay,
radius.
I moved.
Yeah.
regardless of where she
If
goes,
I
as long
had
as there's a
stayed
spot
here, you
possible,
would have been in
like,
my
yeah.
10-foot radius,
Yeah,
but
but
I
she's-
Clearly that was the
purposefully moved
intent.
here.
So,
You could still move, do it, and come back if you want to.
yeah.
So then, so that was my action.
Yeah,
I
the action.
cannot attack. I'm then gonna, so that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm ready for
All right.
the crossbow. So now I'm gonna put another little marker on him.
Absolutely, he's
Because he
frightened.
is frightened,
All right. Oh, sorry.
but only till the
It's
end.
one turn, yeah.
It's
That magistrate
my next
keeps
turn.
rolling under 10.
Oh no,
Yeah, so
he
he
must
is
be
still
so
held.
angry. Like you see a shadowy pistol. I'm like, it's still working.
All right.
Oh, he's still paralyzed.
He's still paralyzed.
You're not doing anything that requires concentration, are you?
That was awesome.
am.
Yeah.
No, I mean other than the whole person.
No,
Okay.
No,
the,
Blink
the wolf
doesn't-
is.
the wolf doesn't call. The wolf doesn't require.
Blink is a different plane.
Yeah, I always don't know how that
But
works.
I don't know. It's usually allowed, but
Yeah, I would allow that. This.
I'm still holding on to the concentration. But
All
Depending
right.
on the spell.
All right. I'll tell you what. Just for narrative flavor,
Yeah.
you blink out, and he's like,
I'm gonna kill you all.
and he freezes up again as you
Nice.
begin to reapproach the plane. All right. Next up, Umbra to Seara.
Great. I'm just
On
gonna
deck,
turn
you'll
this
I've
guy.
never seen
Let's
Alright.
start eating this guy's face.
I wonder what
Usually
chain
they
link
break
devil tastes like.
Let's do so.
Yeah.
The funny thing
I
is,
mean,
I've never
this is
actually
now
really
longer
seen
than when
combat
we
as
kidnapped
Sarah.
him.
So she looks like kind of a chump,
And
but
running.
she can actually dish out some damage. So we're
Nice.
going to apply the Hex of the Curse Blade, because that is not a spell, so I can do it while I'm a wild shape.
Yep.
I need to make sure I'm looking at my direwolf stats.
Yep. There's your bonus action to trigger that.
Yeah, it's a bonus action. I'll pull up the stats on it in a second.
I know
Increases
it's more or
like
less.
brick threshold. It
Yeah.
gives me like extra.
Extra damage.
damage equal to
and if it
proficiency
dies,
bonus?
you get
My
healing,
plan
and
is
it's
to kill
a
this
19.
thing
Yeah.
immediately.
Is it 19?
Or we're,
Yeah.
That makes sense. Don't know why I'd be larger than that. Anyway, I'm just gonna do a tear.
It
that
does not
deadly,
scale.
huh?
Yeah.
Let me just double check if it's a bite or a claw.
Oh, yeah.
because one of them is better than the other.
it's big.
I have pack tactics, and I believe my favorite
Draw people
shadow
in.
hound or whatever it is, shadow wolf.
and in close, it's
is,
not good, huh?
Gonna give me advantage on this. And
Our rogue doesn't.
oh, I don't have a bite in the claw. I just have a
well,
bite.
he's
Cool.
not
So
with
I bite
us
for
anyway.
+5 at advantage. That's a 5. And that is great. I got a 5 and a 6 on my advantage roll. That's 11.
Ooh.
That does not. You bite at the thing, but you keep getting mouthfuls of twisting metal and chain.
Yeah,
If you weren't in wolf form, you would feel it chipping away at your teeth and damaging you, but
Yeah.
narrative only.
Cool. Yeah.
Alright,
No, that's my turn.
So you take 2 swipes at it, growling, starting circling around.
Yeah. The
You.
downside of wild
All right.
shape is that you don't get that.
Oh,
good, good
I got a roll
scaling on
initiative
your,
for the wolf.
Yes, you do.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, goody.
What was it?
21.
Nice. Woof. Alright,
I got a
next
bonus
up
too.
is Johannes, who readies his blades, but then, thinking better of it, shouts curses at this thing and does a vicious mockery. You would normally think it would succeed on such a thing, but it rolled a 4.
Oh,
I
boy.
am rolling garbage tonight.
Hey,
Don't worry,
high-five.
it'll swing. So it fails. So it took 8 points of damage from Levi's character in absentia. Psychic damage, so
Yay, Levi!
it's not resistant or anything.
Nice.
And then and it is now disadvantage on its next attack. Next up is it.
Great.
So
It's frightened.
It's frightened.
it is frightened, already disadvantaged
Already
because of that.
disadvantaged.
Can't move any closer to her. It doesn't want to move closer to her.
But I do still think it has disadvantage on its attacks against them as well.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
it's while you
While
are
you're inside.
inside,
Yeah.
but
And I am
But it
inside.
can move
Yeah.
away from
So it
it knows you're there,
actually
even though it's
does
looking away.
move away from this,
Oh.
triggering attacks of opportunity from the wolf and from Umbra to Seara.
Great, I will do
As it goes for the nearest living thing. That's who's this?
That's Sarah.
Sarah.
Sara Tellbourne.
Yeah.
I mean, the nearest living thing is me.
Well, that's
whatever.
true. But it's moving
Okay,
away
mark down.
from that
It's
space.
trying to move away from me.
It shifts over off of that shimmering summoning circle
You're not
and
leaving me
takes
out.
its attacks
Is
at
that
her.
Is that circle gone? Can we remove
It is still there.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I got a
We need to
21
close that.
on my bite. Let me check the damage on that. It's probably not
That's
huge.
24. That's going to hit her as the chain, it lashes out with one arm and a chain extends, trailing along behind it, wrapping as though a living extension of its body wraps around Sarah's legs, doing damage in the process.
I should have
She's
tried
grappled.
grappling him.
Should I? Can I? Can I
You can damage it.
roll?
What was your attack?
It was a
As it
21.
shifted away? Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I should have tried to grapple instead, so it
Yeah,
you
you
get
get
to
an
Sarah, but
opportunity.
whatever, it's fine. I'll just do damage.
Okay.
Let me just double check how Hex Warrior works. Hexblade's Curse. You gain a bonus to damage rolls equal to your proficiency bonus. You crit on a 19 or a 20.
Ew.
Oh!
Nope.
It's
I
got
didn't actually
AC
make it.
13. Plus
And
8.
if they die, I get a bonus health. Okay, cool. Great. And then...
Oh, my blood hunter gets it. Because they have Hexblade as well.
Yeah, because she's it's like a weird class that
Yeah.
amalgamates a few other things.
Mm-hmm.
Blah blah blah. What am I looking for? Monsters. I'm a wolf. My damage is 2d6 plus 6.
And then it makes a strength save.
Maybe. That sounds right.
When you do a bite attack with the cane.
Yeah.
Wow.
That one's above. Yeah. Take a look at that. So that is 8 damage.
8. Nice.
It is reduced though, because I'm not a level 6 druid, even though I'm a level 7 characters.
That's okay.
But yes, you are correct.
Before you
If
move
the
away
target
from
is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw, or be knocked prone.
Okay.
Speaking
so you might
of
be able to
which-
But it can just stand up again.
That
so it's not a
does
huge
remind me.
But that might slow it down. Oh my god, I'm rolling such awful saves.
Not that this will matter on the save.
Prone have to get up, I guess.
Yeah.
But it
Not,
can just spend half the move and get
but
up.
his.
It also has reach on his chain, so
Yeah,
it's
right.
still,
Yeah.
it stumbles as you grab on it as it's trying to move away, and it trips and falls, so it gets one square before it falls into the next square, basically. And as it does, it lashes up at
Against
her
it.
with disadvantage. After it was already with disadvantage.
Yeah.
It has,
So it still does hit her, and the chain that comes shackling off of it, which wrapped around her legs, breaks off at its hand, and is still wrapping around her legs and twisting ever tighter as she is grappled by its chain. All right, Wolf gets an attack, right?
Sorry, Todd.
Sorry.
My hex
Yeah.
is on strength.
Fair enough. Fair enough. This is an
Strength
effect,
checks.
but
Yeah.
if it was grappling, I
Yeah.
Give a hunter's mark.
Wolf only rolled a 10 to hit for the opportunity
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah.
Unless it was at advantage.
Oh, fuck.
It's not a
Sorry, it's not a hex. I cannot
Hunter's
do
mark.
that.
Right,
It's a
it's a
hunter's
He's
mark.
already at disadvantage because of the
My bad.
because of the
Yeah.
attack anyway.
My bad.
And I didn't cast my hex because it hadn't appeared yet.
So Wolf missed the opportunity attack.
Wrong character.
Actually, it's face down right now. It will then have to burn more of its movement to
Yeah,
get
just
back
have
up
enough
on
movement.
its knees.
It has enough
Yeah.
movement.
And it turns around and lashes out at Wolf because it is also adjacent to the Wolf.
Okay.
And it's at disadvantage still. Oh man, I'm rolling garbage tonight. Does
So it's made 2 attacks there, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's got
Okay.
2 attacks.
I figured it did, I just wanted to make sure I didn't.
What is that?
Yeah.
13 hit Wolf?
It has
No.
15.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Wolf has a 14.
yeah, Wolf jumps back just in time as the chain goes
Like-
flying past it. Alright, next
Oh,
up.
nice. This is pretty good for Shadow Master.
That was its turn. Alright,
He also gets plus 3 temporary hit points.
That's good. Half your level.
Yep.
all
All
right.
right.
The minis look awful, but
So,
I'm just gonna get
so I think it's Wolf's turn.
actually, no.
Oh?
It
What thing is called,
is... Okay, we'll just put this here just as a reminder.
Oh.
1. This flash, as the symbol flashes,
Dang it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
as 3 flying things.
I knew that
As
was
an
coming.
efficient, right there.
So do they just appear there? Or do they come out of it? And
They come
I guess
out of
I
it?
used
Yeah.
my reaction, so
And
whatever.
Yeah, you already used your
So
reaction.
it's important.
So they fly up into the air. It's still technically got a leg in there.
Sure, whatever.
Okay.
This seems like more than 1 for 1, I gotta be honest with you.
Is that what Sarah's
It's-
saying?
I'm a wolf, I'm not
It's
saying
a
anything.
loose interpretation of one. One encounter.
Technically, it is able to summon on its turn.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
But, yeah.
So
anyway.
what came out?
Do a perception check to find out. They are now 20.
I look at them.
Okay. It looks like someone took a cloak
Okay.
with elongated it with a central torso that blends right in and a wraparound hood, but instead of the hood, it's an extended maw, like a toothy maw, and it is carrying a spear in one hand.
So they're relatively large.
It's got a tail.
Okay.
They're medium sized.
Okay, I assume they were small because
There
they're
are
such
some-
a tiny little
that's
thing.
just a mini size.
No, there are size.
It's got a
I
tail
didn't know
off
that.
this cloak that is covered in barbs and spikes. It's technically a spike.
Sure.
Spined devil.
Sure.
Great.
And they're in the air there. They're not actually on the ground. That makes sense.
Top of the order?
Top of the order.
Wolf is 21.
Wolf.
So he's
Still
prone.
yeah.
Yes, I'll say. He's
Wolf
still
is
prone,
gonna
'cause
bite
he's keeping,
him.
He's
Yeah.
rather
At
than-
advantage.
Nice.
He's intentionally not leaving that
Wolf's,
entirely.
Wolf's biting.
Yeah.
Go for it. Is Wolf a magical weapon? It's a magical effect.
I mean,
He's a magical
it
effect.
just says they are a dire wolf.
Yeah.
With the following changes, and I don't know if one of the following
16.
changes is it does magic damage.
Hit.
Okay.
Like I am sort of also a magical effect, but I don't get magic damage until 6th level.
One of those could go either way.
Could go either way.
That would be probably your call.
Yeah. I'd probably give it magic damage.
I'll tell you what. Roll a d6. There, Gord.
Okay.
You want to roll high.
That's a nat 20, I see.
Yeah.
No,
keep
that wasn't.
He moved
I
it.
moved it.
It was
Okay.
11 and
I had
Roll
11.
a d6.
I want to roll high.
I
You
got
want to
started
roll
on that.
I rolled 1.
You roll badly.
There's no-
Your wolf does not do magical damage.
So he does 13 divided by 2. And Mr. Is he still prone because he has to roll DC?
He's already prone.
Okay, then he's already prone again.
It's just tearing into him, just doing the dog shape thing.
All right, Wolf's done his job.
All right.
He's done some damage.
Next up is Benkuhm, followed by Fenris.
Alright, Benkuhm. Gosh, he's going to Great Weapon Master because I've really just built a bit, and he's still trying to knock this guy out.
Okay, sure.
The magistrate.
Seems reasonable.
Negative
One
5, so
less
I only got a +2.
Yeah.
That's it's a 21.
Oh yeah, that's.
And then that's a crit because he's still failed. He failed that last
Yeah,
one?
he's-
Wow, he failed.
I have been rolling 2s and 5s.
I think it's the third.
Yeah.
He's there for days.
We've been,
It's
the
been like,
two
really
of us have
whoa.
been sitting here counting every
I
time.
He's probably gonna be
haven't
knocked
rolled
out
above a
soon.
5.
You should be knocked out soon.
Yeah.
20
We don't wanna deal with him
33
right now.
points of
Oh, that's-
that did it.
That had to
non-lethal
do
damage.
You're just like
Yeah.
you
And
rage
then-
clobber.
That's 5
down.
I run away from the downed body, or I guess free action. And I pull his scruff up, check him. Okay, he's gone. And then
Johannes also same thing at exactly the same time. He puts his hand on, lifts the head, checks that he's still breathing, looks at you and be
I
like,
make eye contact with Johannes and be like, "Do something!"
"You do something."
And then I run the remaining 35 feet towards this chain devil. 10, 20,
Large
think I'm
move
playing
of
20,
Bardic Inspiration
when it
would
comes
be
around.
30,
pretty
35.
You know what he'd
40.
actually do? He'd charm a monster.
He
I'm not
probably,
suggesting we should actually get that kind of buff here, but you know.
I'm assuming it's prone.
he
so
probably would try. Like Levi would.
Yeah, it'd be hard.
Great weapon
Disadvantage.
master.
We're in combat.
And then I have attack and then bonus
Disadvantage.
attack.
All right, so
Sorry, advantage on
Rated
the saving.
before.
Benkuhm goes hauling butt across
Yeah,
the
full
forest, just
movement.
Probably use the
leaves
other one
kicking up
instead.
behind you,
Yeah.
and make your move.
Okay.
With his frightened.
It is prone, so you
I don't
get
think that
advantage.
affects
Advantage and then
No.
Great Weapon Master. So only a +2.
Maybe.
I don't know.
2 nat 1.
You're rolling like me tonight.
Wow.
Actually, I haven't rolled any. That
Do I hit?
you should take a picture of that.
Do I hit his dog?
Actually, you're just like, and you go swinging down, and then you're kind of near one of the one of these things is actually kind of circling around.
Yeah.
So just for narrative flair, it
I pummel it
you start to go, and it takes its long hooked like barbed devil hook fork, and like just intercepts your hammer, and it's just a slippery hands as you come off and you drop your hammer and you just end up clubbing this thing with your 2 fists.
Awesome.
And then the hammer comes clambering down behind you. You've dropped it behind
All
you.
right, so I'm putting these 2 nat 1s away, and
the
then
next
I get to take my 3rd attack because I critted on the downed Cambion.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna say, however, you don't have your hammer, so if you want, you used your bonus
bonus to.
to check him. I would say.
Oh,
that.
then I would not.
So
have.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like free action pull him up or bonus action pull him up.
I was gonna give that as a bonus.
It should be
Okay.
a free action. It might have been.
Well,
Yeah, that's fair.
Jonas
That's fair.
comes up.
Between the 2 of you.
If you needed to like draw a weapon, then that
I
would be
would
different. But
definitely-
you don't.
Yeah, that's
'cause
fair.
You already
Okay,
have
you
a
you have your bonus, so you can spend
Yeah.
it to grab.
And I have no issue with that. It's just more of a free action. I was like,
Yeah, just to glance.
just to make sure. But if I knew it was a bonus action, I would have done.
I would count that as part of your action to be like crunch.
Yeah. I appreciate you giving that.
Anyway,
to me, though.
but bonus action to pick up your hammer, then swing again.
11.
11 misses.
It's a miss.
Okay. As you
Hey, Grid, what's going on?
you go clubbering down, but you hit where his chains are, like extended out towards the wolf that
I'm
it
just
missed,
really
and
glad
you hit
you
the
gave
chain,
it to
and
me.
it's smushed into the dirt a little more. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah, I appreciate you giving it to me because it did not matter at all. So,
That's the best, right?
Yeah.
No one
Just
feels cheated.
Just flavor. All right. Next up is Fenris, followed by Darmita.
I don't know what's going on.
I pop back in.
Okay.
10 feet from where we started.
With an
And,
audible pop. I don't know where you're mini with. Oh, here it is.
There it is.
Oh, where do you want to be? Within 10?
Yeah, I want to actually be.
Behind the giant wolf.
Yeah.
That is Umbra Seara.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm noticing this, but I also noticed that
There are flying.
she's in
things
trouble.
now?
There's flying things, and she's in trouble,
Yeah.
and this thing's barely hurt.
Yeah.
It's on the ground being pummeled and chewed on by 2 wolves and a giant
And a
Goliath.
giant Goliath. Okay.
These things are hissing in the air.
They're hissing in the air.
I'm gonna say this one was busy.
Over there?
It intercepted the hammer, but the other 2 look like they're seeking targets.
All right, and they're about 20 feet in the air.
Yep. Sure.
All of them are about 20 feet in the air.
Yep. Well, the one is about 10 because it came down to intercept that
So
hammer.
this one is about 10 because it blocked me.
What's
but
the
these
radius
2
on Fireball again?
It's 20 or
20?
30 feet. I think it's 20.
20.
So you could hit me.
So I can actually hit all 3.
Without hitting us, yeah, because
Yeah.
they're too high up.
Just putting some brigands.
All right,
If you
Fireball.
do it here, you can hit these as well.
Yeah.
That-
Well,
Those
that-
are brigands.
that's
Oh, it's a
brigand.
brigand, my bad.
I'm gonna do Fireball in the air.
All right.
20 feet in the air.
You
so
won't hit the guy on the ground that way, but you can hit all
Well,
3 of
this
them.
guy's-
Not this guy. Oh, no, not the chain.
Not the
Yeah,
chain
not the
double.
chain double,
No, but,
but you can
these
hit the
3.
spine- the spike
yeah,
double.
like in
Spine
the air.
double.
Like I want to do the Fireball in the air so that it hits all 3 of them, but
All
not
right,
us.
Nice.
Great.
Please do dex saving throws
They're
for each
doing
of them.
it right now.
Right. Hope you roll low.
Yeah, me
This
too.
is the
They're
first
probably
time I
already taking
didn't
half,
roll
Garbage.
badly at all. I rolled really well. 19, 17, 16. So they are all passing, but you can still do some damage. Make your roll.
Right? Yeah, hopefully
Great.
they don't take quarter, but they probably will.
They'll probably take quarter.
Yeah,
Because they are.
they're
Oh,
devils.
yeah.
Not all
Yeah, you
devils
got 2d6.
are resistant fire thing.
No, these
think
guys
most
aren't
are.
resistant. Save your roll. You're like, yes! And some trees catch on fire, and the devils are just like,
They're immune?
they're
Yeah.
immune to fire.
Nice.
Sorry, bro.
Alright. Alright.
Sorry, dude.
Learn something every day.
I honestly, I just realized that looking down. I thought it was resist. I thought they would be taking a
I
quarter.
expected to lose.
Alright,
That's so good.
You hear them
Golden
talking
eyes,
in your
what's
head
going on?
as they look at you and be like,
They're immune to fire.
caster meat.
Great.
Blink.
You moved. You've cast. You have a bonus.
I haven't moved.
Oh right, you went
Blinked in, yeah.
You do have your move. You got their attention.
15, 20,
You stand next to Johannes.
25, 30. Yeah?
Behind Johannes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And let's see what if I'm still around. I am blinking.
You blink.
I blinked.
Great.
You run past him. He turns. You're not there anymore. It's just
like-
one of those. Where did he go? All right, let's put this over here for now.
Great.
All right. Coming up next, Darmita.
Yeah. I'm going to say Can I use a free action to just say, kill him, he can call more of them. That's it. And then I am going to ting ting.
What are you going to shoot at? The guy on the ground? He has
Yeah.
disadvantage because he is
He's
prone.
prone.
Or you can
You
go
have
for the
these
flying
things.
spined devils.
No, I'm going for him.
You have disadvantage on your attack.
That
With
is
advantage too, right? Because this is the first turn since you being frightened, or is this not?
yes.
Frighten
Sure.
doesn't give you advantage.
But
Does it
no.
not?
No, it
But
doesn't.
it's okay.
It just
It's
provides-
So
six-
weird.
It doesn't.
16.
That is very odd.
Yeah.
16.
16
For the first.
just hits.
Nice.
And then for the second, I'll just see.
Ooh.
Golly!
Oh,
Too bad it's a
That
disadvantage.
sucks.
Nat 20 and 18.
Wow.
Yeah,
still
so
hits.
that's
Still
a
hits.
28.
Still hits.
So,
So both still hit, good job.
you hit both.
So, 17 plus.
That is so weird that frightened doesn't give advantage.
17.
Yeah, at least for the person who is
17.
Yeah, right? Like,
right, yeah.
Seems so obvious.
27. 28 and 8 is 32.
32.
Wow.
28 plus 4 is 32.
Yeah.
Wow, it is. You just
28 plus 8.
You take an eye
36.
36.
as it's just like the arrow hits it in the head, and you're like, "Did I just?" And it looks back
That's
at you.
both attacks, right?
And in your
Yeah.
head, you
Yeah.
hear this
Okay,
voice that
good.
says, "You may stop me. You may pause our plans, but his niece is watching." This is in your head from the chain gun. As it's got an arrow sticking in one eye, it's now partially blinded. It's looking pretty rough. It's on the ground. Next up is. Do you want to move, or are you happy where you are?
Question.
That was a heavy hit.
As a bonus action, am I allowed to take another?
Magic weapon, right?
It's magic weapon. Yeah. Am I allowed to take another arrow? Like another shot?
2-weapon
No.
fighter, maybe.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
I think it has to be an
Not now
offhand
that
weapon.
arrow has been off.
If you have an ability that lets you, but like, you know.
Yeah, no, you're right. It has to be a second weapon.
That was the
And-
one thing I didn't like about Ranger. I was like, oh man, melee kind of changed up because I was doing range.
Yeah,
All right.
you're right. God, did I do all the damage? So I
Do a
had-
wisdom saving throw.
I did.
That makes sense.
Did you do your
Hold on.
Hunter's Bane?
So I did my hunter's mark. That was 2d6, and then I did my 2d8 for my weaponry,
Yeah, you're good.
and then the +7.
It's hurt. It's
Damage.
close, but it's not. It's still going.
Yeah.
It looks at you and it's speaking in your head. Do a wisdom saving throw, please.
Yeah.
It's no longer feared either now, right? It only lasted around.
Yeah, it's no
it
longer
ends right
feared.
now.
I still get the +7 every
course.
round, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
no
Plus
longer
7.
feared.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's my level.
I did not realize
Plus
that.
7 damage?
An
Nice.
additional +7 damage, yeah. So it's a save on Wiz.
Uh-oh. Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's
Hmm.
12.
I
Uh-oh.
believe it was DC 12.
This
Maybe I'm
thing
thinking
is just.
something else.
It's DC 14.
Okay, I was thinking something else.
12 is pretty low.
Yeah.
You look at this thing. The arrow stuck in the side of its eye. It's starting. It's looking really rough. The chains are twisting on it, and you blink, and laying on the ground, being pummeled by this Goliath, being chewed on by the wolves. You look up and you see your father laying in the dirt. It's looking at you. He's looking at us. If you see these, if you see them, run! A little too close to home. You are frightened.
Ooh, rough, bud.
But
So-
your turn's over,
Your
right?
turn's over.
Well,
So-
technically, I didn't take my movement,
Till
so
the end
I
of
feel
next
like I would run. I feel like I would.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah,
going
good call.
to 5, 10, 15, 20,
Off the map.
Off the
25, 30.
Alright.
You go sprinting for a moment. You're
I'm
you're
still-
12 years old, finding out the death passing of your. I'm assuming. Well, you decide if your father's dead or not. But it's actually I think in story he's not.
That seems reasonable.
You run around the corner, huddled behind a tree. You are your 12-year-old self again, just hiding, like behind a tree, shaking back and forth, clutching your bow, the bow he gave you.
Oh boy.
Rocking back and forth, muttering. That's your turn. Next up.
Yep.
He's out cold. You finally dealt with the man. And he's still locked. Anyway, Umbra to Seara, followed by Johannes.
All right, cool. So I start to walk towards him. What happens when I step onto this circle? I put one paw tentatively on it. What happens? Anything? Does it just feel like solid ground?
It doesn't.
Okay. Do I
Your
take
paw goes, whoa, right through.
right through it?
Yeah. What you see is she steps into the circle, and you see the top of the paw, and it's hovering about a good 5 or 6 inches off the ground. There's no paw between the ground and it. As you go, woo. I am going to get you to do a Constitution saving throw.
Fudge.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not a lot.
That's a nat 1. So that sounds fun.
You take 5 fire damage.
Okay.
It's hot.
Oh, thank
on the other
goodness.
side
I
of
was
this.
like, plane shift.
Yeah, that would suck.
That's what I was thinking.
That
the 9
would definitely get you rolling a new character.
Yeah.
Imagine being in the
would
9 hells at level 7.
Ooh.
This seems about right.
I did
About
that.
right
I mean,
level.
you're
Yeah.
more than
That's what-
welcome to
yeah.
keep going.
That was totally what we did.
5
Yeah.
damage?
That's what I did to Roshan.
You want to keep moving?
So
You put one paw in. By the way,
Yeah.
because
it's smoldering and
part of
singed.
that was to find out what the
What it does.
physicality of this is, because I would like to destroy it if possible, but that seems not viable considering it has no mass. Right, I went right through it.
Well, you kind of went. You were trying to
that's
touch
true.
the edge of it.
Well, no, I was touching it, stepping on it.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
so
step
you're
on
right.
the edge of it, and it did have some resistance.
Well, I think I'll just go around and attack this chain devil. Let me just take that damage first. My wolf HP is reduced, which means nothing basically.
Essentially, I just have disadvantage on him.
And I really
And
should
I
just
can't
be a
go
brown bear.
toward
Brown bears are so much better.
And
And
all of you.
they get
all
2
the time.
attacks, then I double how good my
You have
exploit
disadvantage
is.
on any of your attacks on them.
Concentration on spells. Is that purely on damage or is it on attack? I think it's just damage.
Just
right?
for one round.
So I'll make a con save. 'Cause I
He
am
did to me what I did to
concentrating on
him.
it.
It's fair play.
Fine. And let's attack. That is
Got advantage is prone.
yeah, they're still prone. So
You circuit around.
I would, if I can, I would like to be adjacent to someone because I do have pack tactics. Even though he's prone, still that's what I would want to do.
You rolled a 3, but you get
he's still
another roll.
You would have
Yeah,
to go
maybe.
all the way around to this side. To
That's fine. I'm okay with that. I would like to position between me and them. That's 16. Is
You
that
go around
enough?
the other side of Wolf.
You
there,
would probably
as
go
far from
between
that
Sarah
circuit.
and her.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Is 16 enough?
Yeah.
16.
Oh, yeah.
It does it.
Okay,
Yay.
great. So that is 2d6 plus 6. Where's my other d6?
There it is.
Speaking of d6, we did this before.
That's 16 damage.
Go ahead and roll a d6 as well.
Great. So that's 16 damage, by the way, and I got
That's
a
a
6.
6.
And I got a 1. Your attacks somehow do count as magical.
Nice.
I don't know how, but yeah, just
Sure.
did. It was
Just
awesome.
I had stepped into
Kicks
the
and
plane of
Sure, you're
hell.
just like, here, take this.
I've been enchanted by the crucible. Anyway, yeah, 16 damage.
Feels like home. Alright, 16 damage.
Yeah.
We seem to be just wailing on it just fine.
Yeah.
I don't see.
I mean, there are these things in the sky, but,
You just
we'll deal with them when they...
You tear into this, and the chains just. You're
Yeah.
chewing this pull off the chain, and after a while, you realize you're just tearing at just a pile of metal chains.
Nice.
It's gone.
It disappeared?
It's gone.
Well,
the chain,
Yeah.
the
not
chains where its legs were start to go into the portal because it was kind of
Sure.
dangling half
Yeah.
onto it,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's just one long, or a series of several chains
Sure.
just slowly retracting into this portal.
That makes sense. Can I try and
So it's
grab them
gone?
so they don't disappear? Like, can I try and,
is
hold on to the
is
chain?
Sarah Tellbourne free?
Almost like an attack of opportunity?
She is not. Thank you for reminding me.
Where 2 are in the way. So.
I'll let you do an attack of opportunity, sure.
Sure.
You can too if you want to.
On who? The chain?
The chains as they're retreating?
Oh, to kind of break the pulling in of Sara Tellbourne?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
I like that so much better. In fact, I'm giving you a plot point back for just such a good thing.
Okay.
You're like, what?
As the chains start, she falls prone and is starting to drag towards this portal.
Do I get advantage?
And she's like,
I was gonna ask.
I'm at a 12 so far. It's not really a monster.
It is not really
so...
prone, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay, I don't know if it has its own AC. If it has its own AC...
It'll be the same as its as it's being. So,
Okay.
actually,
Well, I have
the
pack
chains
tactics.
do have its own.
Well,
Yeah, you would have advantage on this then,
Okay.
because of pack tactics.
Okay.
So
So I
because
have
the Goliath is doing it too.
I have a 12,
Well,
but on advantage I have a nat 20.
Oh. Okay.
And this is just I don't even know if this is
Two nat 20s.
on the
Wait,
table.
can I roll for the wolf?
Sure, yeah.
Why not? Roll for the
Do
wolf
it up.
as well.
Yeah.
Let's see if we get 3.
Come on, 3 nat 20s.
No.
Oh.
17.
Wreck
Cool.
that. Okay, you all do hit though.
I don't even know if the attacks make
So
sense because
you
you're
grab
grapple,
the chain.
but whatever.
So she is dragged 5 feet towards. She's only got another 5 feet before she starts going in the portal. You grab onto the chain, you're digging your feet, and you drag a little yourself, and you
Yeah.
slow it. Then the big guy just comes down, bam, just starting to hammer on this chain with a maul.
Are you trying to like fracture the chain?
With a magical maul, yes.
Because I was trying to like pull them back out.
So neat little fun
Can I
fact
figure
for
they're
you.
just chains at this
the
point? Cool
chains
magic
are
chains?
immune to bludgeoning.
Fortunately, my
Bludgeoning
necrotic
damage
shout
period,
is
eh?
gone.
Sorry, bro. But you slow it down. Oh,
Okay.
it's a nat 20.
Would I notice it with a nat 20?
You get multi. Well, no, it's a reaction.
No, I'm just checking. Yeah.
Traction.
Yeah.
So you slam your maul, and it digs it into the ground, stopping it so it's not retracting anymore.
If
And I'm
I
trying
have
to pull it
HP,
out,
it is
right?
24 damage. Oh, it's not.
It's
even.
immune.
It is unfortunately
Wolf,
immune.
wolf does 10 damage.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll tell you what. Between the three of you, you're just like, and the wolf is just like, and the chain link just like,
See, my understanding is that the demon is, or the devil is gone, and I just wanted to keep these cool magic chains.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Well,
want to just pull them back out and keep them.
My understanding is the devil's
these
still there.
chains
Yeah,
are
I think it's still
retracting,
there,
and
yeah.
Sarah's going
It's not.
with it.
Right, yeah. So I want to pull them out so that they're not
Yeah,
retracting.
so so you're holding it steady. You smash it down, damaging it, and the wolf is just like
He's just
gnawing
trying to-
on it. Gets
till
a
the
tooth
demons
in
come.
between the link, and just and the chain
And the
shatters.
demon
The
disappears.
chain goes back into the thing, and Sarah's no longer at risk of falling into the 9 hells.
And then the wolf goes,
and the portal goes, and the wolf, its jaw just starts to evaporate from the broken tooth and
yeah.
disappears into smoky shadow, and the portal just goes and closes.
Oh yeah, my
All
next
right.
too. That's true.
You get some HP back if you
Good.
took any damage. I don't think you did.
I didn't. Oh, actually, I did. My beast form did. That's true.
All right. At which point?
What do I heal?
Oh.
It's like 2 or something.
I think I get it now. I would like to spend a plot point, but I'm wondering if I could narratively assert another person's move. And I would like to.
Certainly, they're an NPC. But
Oh, I guess it was more.
there are lots of NPCs.
I'm
around.
thinking about Johannes.
Okay.
I don't want to.
He's not here. Yeah. What do you want to do?
I want to
Sorry, Levi.
kind of bind his almost weird acting or weird curse or whatever Benkuhm thinks is happening to this weak humanoid of a fighter, and have him like viscerally cry out now that the connection to the 9 hells is disappeared, and make some sort of noise or like lament. No, I wanted to go home, or I'm not sure how to extend it from there.
That is not his home, but
Or
he does fall to his knees.
Okay, yeah.
Kneeling over the magistrate, and he says, "I'm glad that's over. Someone mind taking care of those?" Pointing up at the, and he will look at you and be like,
He inspired.
he inspires you, and he looks at you and says, "Suck less, big man." And at which point he mutters something. What languages do you speak?
Giant.
Just giant?
Yeah.
Presumably.
And common.
Is this gone?
He's visibly relieved, and I'll tell you what.
Yeah. Roll a d6.
I'm smelling so awful tonight. He walks forward to you, extends a hand in peace, granting you your boon of inspiration, and he reaches up and he slaps you across the face.
Ah, yes.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
To which, and then says, Believe it or not, I'm on your side this time, Almond.
He slaps you?
Yeah.
Roll for hit. You're rolling terrible.
He tries. Actually, he runs it.
I will take the. No, I was joking. That
that's
was my
fine.
ego talking. I will take the hit and just like.
Oh,
cross
yeah,
the
it does
face,
no damage.
Just not even move.
Yeah, not even a move. It's like slapping
Seeing
a
his
stone.
arm just come up. Just slap in the face.
Yeah. Okay, that's his
Thank
turn.
you.
All right, coming up next, the Spine Devils. This one, hovering close,
Yeah. Fight me.
flies up about, I believe, 10 more feet. Oh no, yeah, just 10 feet. So it's now 20 feet near max. And then it uses its spine attack at
All the squishies, and they all die, and we feel real bad about it.
it's actually going after Benkuhm with both of them.
That's totally understandable.
Double 18.
Yep. AC 16. I got breastplate.
So that's it. Well, that's before months. So you are definitely hit. That's +4. So that's 22.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
And it does.
I see how you operate that.
You're raging, so you take half
Yeah.
of the first one,
And a bear totem.
which is 3, so lower to
1.
1.
Okay.
And then the spike jams into you and your shoulder, like, "Ugh," and then it bursts into flame and just is nothing anymore, except a little scorch mark. So you take 4 fire as well.
So 1 plus 4 half.
And then the second one digs into your thigh.
So 1 and 4.
Again, only doing 1 piercing, but 5 fire.
So 5 fire.
And is the fire halved?
Was
Nope.
any of that half that you told
Oh
me?
wait, you have immunity
I'm
to.
bear totem, so
So,
psychic
yeah.
is the only thing
It's
that
the only
hurts.
Okay, so yeah, you do get half fire.
Does
Oh,
one
yeah.
get reduced to 0
So
or
3.
No,
It goes
it's,
by
you
the
can't get less.
So
Okay.
1, 2,
Yeah, unfortunately,
1,
yeah, it's just
2.
Yeah, so you
6.
take all
Is it
6
6,
damage
yeah.
from this thing.
Oh, that was nothing.
Alright.
Yeah.
And it's
I'm
like
at
hissing at you,
69.
and it turns to the other and goes,
Go and find the others who were sent.
it's pass. The other two, this
No,
one
I'm pretty
turns
okay with
and
these guys
books
just
it.
leaving.
What?
I don't
This
really
one,
care about these
this one
guys.
is like hovering there and it doesn't like things, and it's just gonna spend the turn to fire at this guy on the way as it goes.
Why not?
Um,
Some random guy who we
Where
haven't
did
named.
he
Hitting
book
him.
it to? Here?
No, yeah, he got there. I'm just saying here.
that guy, it's Hoot.
Oh no, Hoot.
Why not?
And
Yes.
as
You
it
hurt?
flies by, the thing goes and he ducks hard, and the spine just gets
just
him just along the
oh.
back, and then bursts into flame, and a bit of a cloak burns, but
I
he only
shouted
takes 2
joy.
damage, so he's okay. Still in it. And then it keeps on flying. That was
Keeps
the
on
first one.
flying.
The second one kind
Yeah,
of gathers
these guys
its
are just
bearing
like
and
messengers.
starts booking off this way as well.
Assistants and
Hoot
stuff.
has hit the turf. And there isn't anything else within range, so it's going to keep on flying. Anybody have there's no trigger on opportunity, and they can go 60 feet.
Oh yeah. I was gonna ask if I could.
Yeah,
But I
I'm
don't
right
know.
here.
we're still in
You
it.
on
Yeah,
your
turn.
turn will have a chance. They're
Yeah,
right on the edge.
'cause they're not-
They're basically they're even with you where you'd fled.
I move my bonus
You are
action.
no longer frightened.
I know.
And it is top of the order. Wolfsgon.
Benkuhm.
Oh, I don't get an opportunity?
Benkuhm.
No, you don't.
There is
Okay.
one,
He's
but
out of
it's
range.
20 feet in the air.
You have to be opportunity attack?
This.
Yeah, that
You have
one.
to be within
right
5
next to Umbra Sarah's wolf
You're right.
Yeah.
form. But it is 20 feet in the air.
And there's a chain that we broke on the ground.
Yep. It appears to be just a regular chain right now.
Really? Oh, that's a shame. It should be a cool magic chain.
And the chain is how long?
It's probably close to 40 feet, 50 feet.
Change
Could
yourself.
would you allow me to pick it up as a bonus action?
Sure.
And then if I move my 40 feet, I can get here.
Well, there is another one right here, by the way.
I know.
Okay, you want
and
to
I
go
want
after that
to whip this one with a chain.
So you grab this chain, start swinging around, do a
you
wisdom
gonna,
saving throw.
Oh, that's-
Grab
Wisdom
it?
saving throw?
Yeah.
oh yeah, you can grab the chain.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. That's a
Oh, you're
wow.
fine.
That's a
He's fine.
20.
It generally responds really nicely. It's
It likes
effectively
you.
a chain +1 right now.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll write that down for you.
As they're swinging it over your head in this massive, like, weird lasso.
Yeah. And I'll
Okay.
take a
Take a
reckless
snipe
attack to bring it
Okay.
in. Yeah.
Yep. Are you trying to grapple it? Or
I
whip it?
would essentially try to. I'm attempting to kind of thorn whip it almost.
I mean,
but
if
you're
you're
a
a sailor,
There
you know all
are
about knots and ropes
spikes
and stuff.
sticking out of this. If
Yeah.
you weren't resistant,
there, yeah.
I would be saying you take some damage from
damage.
just grabbing the spiked chain.
Sure.
They're thorn-like protrusions.
See, not just a
It's
chain.
total-
I was right.
That's true.
It's total Kratos right now. Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
definitely barbing my
Oh, I'm
arms
so
a little
into
bit.
this.
Yeah, fair.
So I guess
Actually, I'm gonna say that's now your effectively familiar that rests you for control of yourself. But you have a +1
Chain.
barbed chain.
I love
devil
strong
chain.
characters that use chains. I'm so into
Alright,
it.
barbed chain.
Yeah, barbed chain.
how-
It is
Sorry,
a semi-sentient.
Oh, okay, cool. I'd be like,
Magic
as you
demon
stand.
chain. Magic demon chain.
And legit, we just crossed over to some other new thing.
I have no idea if this is a good idea.
Okay,
and if I
will
can,
say this:
keep
if you're
it in
trying to
space.
grapple it and hold it, it's going to be disadvantaged. But
Yeah.
you're reckless, so it's a straight roll.
Okay. And then if I was trying to grab it and pull it towards me, that would be
Still straight roll.
super advantage,
You're
right?
just gonna like.
Straight roll.
How
Pull it
long
into
could
the
that chain
ground.
go?
At
40
feet.
feet?
you said?
The chain can reach 40 feet?
Or I wrapped
Wow.
it. Maybe it's 20 or 50.
Yeah, it's going to be more like 30, but
I'm
you can
going
reach
to-
it from there.
But
it's
it
only
still doesn't.
10.
It doesn't still have the animation.
And this is
Maybe.
Sorta.
and
A
just
bit.
just to
Like I said, totally not just a normal chain.
I'm making a grapple check, right?
Total meta
And I'm
there.
raging, so I have advantage on
Yeah,
those.
so you're countering it. Yeah.
So it's your call there. I'm just
Isn't that
because
what
some
you
people
just
say stacking advantage.
But you went reckless to gain it. It's a difficult maneuver, so you lost it.
Oh, you went reckless. I missed
yeah,
that.
and
I thought you
then
said
I
you were
also
raging.
have advantage on any athletics or strength because I'm in rage. So
All right.
how do you
Yeah.
want to call that?
I'm gonna say go for it. Advantage.
Okay, cool.
Sure.
Athletics check then.
If it's more advantageous.
Actually, this is a weapon attack.
Okay, so that's plus 7 because it's a +1 chain.
Oh no.
Oh, natural 1 and a 4,
No.
so an 11 to hit.
Okay.
Oh,
You do have a barbed.
Yeah, you do.
Johannes
You know what?
is,
It probably only has like 15 AC. Yeah.
Oh no.
14.
14.
Well.
AC 13.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
As this thing is flying, its
You are
leg gets
now
wrapped in
probably
this barbed
Johannes'
chain,
friend.
and you just start
Nice.
pulling it back in, and it's flapping and
Yeah,
resisting.
if it
and
does
just tearing
any
into it.
damage, then
It'll do a what was it again?
I'll just have it. I rolled a d6 and a d4.
I'll have to look up its damage. For now, it's let's call it a 1d6.
Okay, cool. I rolled a d6 and I got it.
Nice.
And then that's
plus
plus-
your mods.
Plus 5, so 11
11. Nice.
points. Oh no, 12 because it's a +1 chain. And I speak
Plus
to it.
This
Five.
thing is hissing
You got 20
and
strength?
screeching.
+3,
As
+2
you start
for
to
rage.
reel
Oh,
it in.
raging.
Oh no, sorry, that's melee
It is no
damage,
longer
sorry.
able to move. It's grappled, but you can't pull it in quite yet. But that's next round. All right.
my turn.
Next up, Fenris, followed by Darmita.
So I'm going to can pop back in.
Okay.
And did I hear? I heard that though, right? That find the others, blah blah blah. Okay.
In fact, if anything, they seem a little more solid on the whatever plane you went to.
Portal's gone. Didn't you see me get slapped? Oh.
Yeah.
So
I'm crying a little bit.
how far away am I? Like 5,
From the far one?
5, 10, 15,
Sure.
20, 25, 30, 45, 50. About 60?
You're 60.
Okay.
Barely 60.
Whole person. Humanoid. All 3 of them.
Does that affect creature? Or humanoid?
Humanoid.
I think they are fiends. I don't know
They
if
are.
you can hold them.
You won't hold them?
Oh, wait. Yeah, no,
Devil?
that's fine.
Yeah.
Devil.
Cambions?
Yeah. Humanoid is the typing, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
they would be. They
They're
would be
You
fiends.
held the human side of it.
Oh,
Of the
so,
cambion.
so I can't, won't work on
I
them.
don't think it would work.
Okay.
Do you want to?
Yeah, let's
Does
check.
anyone have a player's handbook? No. I don't have one here.
I
I can.
but like, I mean, what do you want? What did you want to check?
Hold person.
I was
want-
going to see if it could apply to
If it
fiends.
applies to the
I
fiends?
think it.
Because I just heard you say humanoids in the air, so I'm like, okay, maybe that works.
Person.
Right. We use humanoid a lot as a descriptor, but it's an official typing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
Agree.
Then again, we've bent that before, like
Yeah.
with beasts and stuff.
I mean, I'll
As a
look.
humanoid,
Yeah.
but this is a fiend, so it is.
So
Well,
the hold
regardless,
person spell.
It's got advantage on save.
Because there
versus
is
magic,
hold
so-
creature as
Yeah,
well.
which is any creature like dragon.
Yeah. So choose a humanoid
Yeah.
specifically.
15. What's this?
That saves.
Okay, so it doesn't work. Regardless of the... I figured I'd roll and see.
Just-
It rolled with advantage because it's a devil, so it ended up getting away with a 15. Alright. Bonus?
Seems like
no.
a good way of doing it, considering we
Yeah.
held this game being the whole time.
Yeah. Darmita.
Hey!
Alright. Bonus action.
What
Hunter's
happens
mark?
is it's flapping and the shadows coalesce around it and it just like muscles through as your grip
And
just fades away behind it.
2 attacks. That is a 26 and a 22
Ooh,
Wow.
those hit.
on him.
Yep. Which one? The one who was grappled or the other one? Oh, the one who just escaped.
Did you blink away?
Did you blink?
Oh yeah, check if you blink.
Oh, check if I blink.
Which is the
So
worst in a
that's
chase.
10.
I do.
Yeah.
10.
That's like a blink every round.
Yeah, 3 rounds of gold.
It's like you and last time.
That was crazy.
13, 23
Pop.
damage.
True to your form, the arrow just smokes right up through the center of its gullet, and it just slams into the ground.
Oh, it dies?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You pinned it in one. Or two, actually. Two shots, right?
And that, I don't have my necrotic shroud, so that was without the 7
Oh,
Nice.
it changes
hit
your
points.
melee weapon.
Because the necrotic shroud's only for one creature.
We'll worry about it
Oh,
later.
so no, I'm just thinking out loud, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, next up, sorry, I'm losing focus here. Umbra to Seara.
I've been considering this fight over. Where is this one that's near me?
It's 20
It's just
feet
like
up.
20 feet up. So far they haven't done anything and they seem to be
spiked,
leaving.
Your Goliath.
So I think I'm just gonna like
Yeah, it hurt
saunter like around.
You are currently standing between it and Sara Tellbourne on the ground.
I guess that's fair. I should probably stay there and be a good person.
She can't get out.
Okay, you stand guard over her, delaying if it comes in range.
Sure.
Alright, you want to do anything else, or you're good?
No, I'm good. I feel this fight's over.
Sarah is pretty hurt.
Oh, okay.
She's not like on death's door, but she's been ripped up by the chain.
Yeah, but I'm like a wolf now. I don't want to end it.
He,
I got
He only
2
gets
hours.
2
and I'm
of
just
these.
gonna use them.
Alright. Coming up next,
I just like curl up on it.
Johannes. Johannes is going to he calls out to you.
Sure.
He goes, a leg up? Alright, so he's doing an athletics check to see if he can vault with advantage because you're helping him.
Awesome.
So he jumps, you squat down, he jumps on your back, and you just heave upwards as he jumps.
nice.
See if he can get the 20 feet to leap up in the air,
That's
both
such a high
scimitars spinning.
jump.
It is,
That'd
but
be
he rolled
awesome.
an 18.
Oh, yeah?
Both scimitars swirling in the air, just comes up.
Yep.
I think he has expertise on his acrobatics too.
Yeah, he,
That's one of his skills.
and he's gonna dump his bardic.
This is like very
Nastiness
much
into it.
what he's built for. It's just
Yes.
like looking really cool in the air while killing something.
Yeah.
He lands behind this thing on the
Superhero
ground.
landing.
Just lands in a point stance, and for a second the spine devil is just sitting there, and then one of its arms slops off,
Yeah.
and then the other one, and the whole thing just thump, thump,
God.
thump in 3 neat pieces onto the ground.
Just like catch a piece and start gnawing on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
He
you're
looks
on
back
the
at you
other
and
one.
says, "Thanks for the
Yep.
lift."
And it's grappled, so.
Yep.
And he also looks up at the Goliath and he's like, "Useless."
I can't even see it, man. I'm tugging
Yeah,
on this chain.
he's got his back to him.
Yeah, I'm like pulling Kratos right now.
He's so mad that you didn't see that right now.
Yeah.
He's like, "We're gonna have to do that again."
You still think he's,
this! Didn't see that!
yeah.
All right, since you're not letting it go,
That is
the spine
poetic
devil is
justice.
attacking you with 2 spines.
It's like shooting them at me?
Yeah.
Cool.
It does hit you with a 20, and it does a 12, misses you, right?
12 misses you.
All right. 2 and 4 for 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. Half is 4 damage.
Alright, so
It seems so irritated. It is trying to fly backwards away
Yeah.
from you. It swings its tail at you.
Yeah.
All right, and top of the order.
That's you?
Isn't it your dog?
Yeah.
No, dog's gone.
Oh, the dog gone?
Yeah.
Benkuhm.
Target's gone.
I guess with
Oh,
the
so it's the same as my
chain,
necrotic shroud.
I
As soon as it's
will
gone, it's gone.
pull it
Okay.
closer.
It can only,
Sure,
it can only
absolutely.
attack its target.
Whatever I can
Yeah.
do the damage with, really.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
She's a target.
Can I go up with instead
Yeah.
then with? I don't know.
you're.
Otherwise, I think they're OP.
Can I still damage with the chain? Even
Like, if I could
grapple?
just keep doing a +7 every time, that's 17.
You're 25 feet away from it currently,
I have 40 feet of movement.
and so I'm gonna say half your
Automatically, if I
movement.
hit
It's
twice.
like as if you're carrying
Okay,
it.
and it pulls it towards.
So
me.
it pulls it towards
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Half your
Because my
movement, 40
mods
feet.
are
And then
So you're now 5 feet away.
Exactly. So
you
I
pull
will-
it in,
plus a 7.
and you let go of the chain,
And
and it
that's
goes
without
and
rolling
ratchets
all of
around
this.
your arm
Yeah.
and binds itself tight there
To my arm.
to your arm,
God.
doing 1 piercing damage after reducing.
Okay.
So you are taking a bit of damage from this chain, but it is now your pet wrapped around your arm.
Oh,
no.
And it's holding
Okay.
tight, so now you have both hands free for your maw.
Okay. Cool. That's kind of cool.
That is a very situation
I'm
I would
scared
find
right
myself
now.
in a game I would play.
He may end up being a chain devil. I'm so excited.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Hold on a
How do
minute.
you think chain devils reproduce? Anyway, nothing?
Oh no, I will.
It's like when your
that's using-
python snake eats its own owner.
If that uses my movement, then I will just.
You
take
use his
it.
movement
Yeah, I think
to
you
pull
would
it in,
probably
you
use
gotta-
as a no.
Reckless.
No, yes.
That's
What?
A
No.
17.
Yeah, I don't want him to be a
And then I'm
chain
gonna
devil.
do reckless, great weapon.
Bella
bonus
wants that
bonus.
to happen,
Oh, nat 20.
but
So I also get a bonus action.
Darmita would not.
Yes, you do.
Oh boy.
Wow.
I think it's dead.
And another 20.
Yeah. I think
Wow, so I great weapon. Oh, awesome. Alright.
Do you like pull it into the ground?
Yeah, so I pull it into me. It says my chain still attaches to
You
me.
let go, and
I'm like,
instead of
what
going,
the fuck?
it's just tied to your arm. You're like,
Like, woohoo!
Okay, 1, 2,
It's so
4,
good.
9.
It's like exactly what I was going for when I wanted to save that chain.
19.
And it's much better for him than for me, because I'm not going to do anything with that.
19 plus 18,
No, it's more
37,
logical.
38,
Yeah.
oh, it's goo.
53.
You're just like, bruh,
53 points of damage.
bruh, and everyone else is just splattered. Nubasaur is sitting. Oh, not Nubasaur. Sorry. Hoot is sitting right next to you.
What, after it's
And
first
he's
time,
just
I'm
like-
looking at Hoot, and I'm just like, you should have
It's the
died.
most terrifying shit you've ever seen in your life. And he's just like, oh, no, oh my god,
Oh, hell no.
Enough. And he goes off and retches in the corner
Okay.
as you paste this thing into the forest floor.
I turn back and I look at
I
Johannes.
see it, and I'm just kind of like,
Yeah, I nod at you and I turn and I look at Johannes and I just go,
oh, I can't wait
And he
until
just shrugs
freaking
and he's
Levi
like,
comes back.
And he points at the thing that's bisected on the ground and
yeah. And I just
So
John
mad.
Cena him, like,
And he makes a plan right now
Can't
to
see it.
assassinate you at some point.
can't see anything, can't see me.
He's definitely going to try to assassinate you at some point.
So they're all dead.
They're all
Yes.
dead. Sarah is pretty badly wounded. She got to half health.
Oh.
From the
a
chain
evil
ripping around
chain.
her.
I will, since we're free action, I'll go up to her,
I can't believe you wiped out all 3 of them before they got away.
heal,
It's
Well-
interesting because they're like,
They were flying to talk to someone.
because they are humanoid,
Yeah.
but and then we have to figure that out.
Well, it's a typing, right?
Yeah.
Like,
but they're still,
Either way, it doesn't
Fiendish.
matter. You
Yeah.
she,
I missed
Right.
that
It-
one, but
like,
it
if
would've
you've
been
got a
good anyway,
favorite
and
enemy,
she
you can
arrowed
pick
it.
between fiend
Yeah.
or humanoid.
all right.
Humanoid would
Yeah,
be
would
like
be a lot of
orc,
stuff.
Sarah sits up.
or not,
Rubbing
no,
at the
goblinoid
chain.
would be different. Healing hands, 7 hit points for her.
You know, Chef. Oh, she thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm just going to saunter around,
Well,
like, past Johannes.
that was
and over
unexpected.
to
Did the
Benkuhm.
magistrate get away?
no, he's still there.
You
There's-
look over
He's knocked out.
and you
the
see
shadow
I
hand's
would
still
kind of
going.
like
You
scruff
see,
you. Like, get
what's his
that.
name? Zian standing over this thing. He lifts up his head. He's been checking it out, and he looks up at you guys. He's okay.
Looking
Well,
at the cambion.
mostly.
There's,
Oh,
there's
points
still a
at the
shadow
armor.
hand wrapped around him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
You kept your you kept it going.
Well, yeah.
It's a minute.
Yeah. So,
You didn't take any damage.
I took it in.
alright.
Well, we got lucky on that one. That could have gone a lot worse. Those were not.
Hoot is busy emptying his belly behind
yeah.
a tree over there. Just,
We should kill him.
I am surprised we got them.
Did you say
before
that as an
they
animal?
disappeared.
No, I can't. I mean,
Those
Yeah.
were some lucky.
I'm speaking with animals right now.
no, you take 10 minutes. Come on.
alright. So he was like,
I know.
I believe we all might be in something a bit bigger than we thought.
He called this.
Johannes goes back.
He's a lot more dangerous than we think.
It hasn't escaped my notice that this Eye of Pelor is.
You blink out.
Oh, no,
You're back.
I'm back. I end it. It hasn't escaped my notice that
We're surrounding them right now.
a devil is amidst the Eye of Pelor. Perhaps there's more to this.
Yeah. Just in case, it's still active. I'm not dropping my concentration.
Johannes.
I know we're done for tonight, but for next time,
You talking
How
about
many
Marcus
hours
Mark?
does that last?
yeah.
1 hour.
Who's it on?
1 hour.
Is it on him? Because you can't change it until they die, right? So,
No,
You feel
it was last on the.
right. Oh, you're not
Demon.
reassigning it yet.
I'm not
That makes sense.
reassigning
That
it,
makes sense.
I'm just
I believe
holding
you're
my
allowed to do that.
concentration.
chain,
Yeah.
chain devil or the spine?
Spine Devil.
Right. Because you may reassign it as a bonus action on a future turn,
Yep.
but it
Or
doesn't
I
say
can
how many
hold it.
turns pass. So, yeah, that makes sense.
You guys
For 1 hour.
pause. You bind the magistrate extremely carefully this time. Do you want to talk to him? Wake him up? Do you want to pause
Nope.
here?
Do not want to wake him up.
I would say
I would strongly.
before we even go, I actually wanted to ask Johannes, what did you mean when you said take the devil body to her? Who is this her you were talking
We've been tasked to bring the magistrate to a succubus named the Veil.
because I changed my
He's
mind.
been very upfront about that, yeah.
The cheesecake.
She lives somewhere that way.
Is this that town you were talking about with the villagers' golden eyes?
Yes, she has 2 of them that we want back.
I do not know this situation, but I could very clearly point at Johannes after I kind of drop the hand, and I look at you guys like seriously in the eyes and say, "But you cannot trust your friend. This is a band of brigands, and I can tell that he is the least trustful of you all."
Are
He
you sleeping?
smiles.
No, I'm
His super friendly smile
Huh?
at you.
I'm a wolf.
I can tell he's kind of like
that's
perfected,
a
right?
growl.
Like
He's all,
yeah, he's a very good.
he's very charismatic.
Yeah. When he says that, I'm just gonna do an insight check on Johannes.
Sure.
Just whatever. It's him. He's crazy. I rolled an 8.
He's had your back this far.
Yeah, exactly.
He has.
And he clearly doesn't like the barbarian, but he's putting
I
on a brave
don't. I don't
face, but
have to
that's
do
not a
an
big
insight
surprise.
check because I believe him automatically.
I'm like,
I don't trust Johannes.
You know, Johannes wants to get the deal done.
He looks around and says, I'm here for the work. You have a problem with that? You're welcome to try.
Says, I will take you up on that offer when you prove you have the ability to fight. And I sling the cambion over my shoulder and I say, are we leaving?
Yeah, we
Yes.
should get going.
After you.
And I lead the way.
Great. I'll stay in Beast Bank until 2 hours pass.
Absolutely. And that is what we're going to pause for tonight. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Thanks very much to Spielhouse for having us.
Thanks.
House.
Thanks very much for joining us again.
first.
I hope we can keep doing this. And I believe that's your dice.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks,
Don't-
Johannes.
Don't forget to check us out on socials and name our stuff. Hashtag name our stuff is what I monitored for that. And any other shout outs, peoples?
Serious?
Oh, I think that's mine.
Thank you, Todd. Thank you for being
Mel.
Thanks for talking.
Thank you for being
Mel
here.
might be tuning in. I've been telling her we're playing
Awesome.
and to
That's
tune
awesome.
in. So Mel, if you're watching, mwah, I miss you.
And everyone else, I believe Australia's been dialing in, and so that's always fun. So keep if you're listening to this after the fact, please review us and follow us, and just keep us going. Make some suggestions at us. We do have some suggestions from viewers on our Instagram and our Twitter account, but that's for our other campaign. So be sure to check that out for Ambiguous and more. And we are SideQuest Live. Thanks very much, everybody.
Good night.
See ya.
You've been listening to SideQuest Live. Thanks so much for tuning in. We try to record all of our games as much as possible, whether that's Dungeons & Dragons or Shadowrun or another tabletop role-playing game. Just a quick side note about all the licenses and copyrights involved. Our music is all Creative Commons attribution music on our live stream video feed or YouTube replay or Twitch VOD. We always attribute each individual artist, so be sure to check out those individual artist attributions. Lots of love to so many people who make their work available so that we can do what we do. So thank you. It influences our game. It makes it immeasurably better. So much appreciation for them. Let's not forget the makers of the games. Dungeons & Dragons is copywritten by Wizards of the Coast. They own it. They make it available to all of us to play, and it's wonderful. We are in no way affiliated with them, and nor do they endorse this podcast, but we are very appreciative. The other game we often play is Shadowrun, which is Catalyst Games, and again, we are not affiliated with them and they do not endorse us, but we really appreciate their game and we hope you appreciate our game. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Twitch and YouTube and watch for those live games once we're streaming them out. And of course, we do accept suggestions for names, so please hit us up on Instagram and name our stuff. Alright, thanks so much. I'm Todd, and this has been SideQuest Live. We'll see you again soon.